all right, let's move on. We started off with talking about the podcast and about how you started in the game.
All right, yeah.
And about how you're happy that it's populating now and things are growing. But what I was going to say is that it does seem that every few weeks, another one falls off the scene.
Yeah.
And it's like, boy, they're gone. They were there for 6 months. They were there for a year and, boy, rest in peace. And because it's not easy. It's hard to get everyone together. People think it's easy. Hey, just get on the mic and talk. It's not easy. It's not easy. So what happened to you, mans?
Let's go straight in there.
No. For people that don't know about DMD, from what I know of them, there were 3 others that I've been listening to for the past couple of years.
Yeah.
And you want to say their names?
Scribs and Bob. Yeah, I don't mind.
Scribs and Bob.
I'm open, fam.
No. There's no beef. But from when I listened last week, and I sent that's why I sent the tweet. So that's how we reached out, basically.
Yeah.
Man started the podcast. He started his normal thing. And then it's just like...
him new signing, innit? Like,
yeah, we've got new signing. The old signings ain't going to be here no more. And let's move on to the next thing. Let's talk about when we was in Amsterdam. And I was like...
a lot of people are saying that. The intro to that one...
Hey, listen, my phone, Twitter was going off. Snapchat was going off. Instagram, Soundcloud. I'm like, raw. But I got it, innit? Like... All right, let me break it down.
What them man did? What them man did? Like the money, and we grew OGs. Don't know about them man did. Us men are real artists and real MCs. Don't know about them man did. Get in the queue and pull out the P. I'm not helping them man did.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, rodents and other small insects, welcome to another episode of the Eloquently Saying Nothing podcast. This is episode 116 of season 2, if you please. Hashtag ESN pod on all your socials at ESN podcast. Remember to send in all your this and that and whatnot to esnpodcast@gmail.com. I am Stavros Boss.
Get down.
Thank you for coming. In the house with us, we have Mr. Wolf, who's not here, but he may come. So if it cuts off and then it cuts back in, it's Mr. Wolf that's come. But also we have Big Wahala.
What's good, people? We have Big Wahala on Insta, Big Wahala on Twitter.
And we have Simple Simon.
Simple Simon FB on Twitter. I don't have Instagrams. My head is thrust. I can't remember nothing today.
Yeah, don't worry about it then. Let's just jump in. All right, and we have some special guests in our room this very evening, this Sunday night, from the Big Man DMD podcast. We have Smokez.
Jeez, yeah, man, you don't know I'm there. Sorry, my voice is a bit gone. But
Bro, you have to do the thing, man. You can't come on our podcast and not say it properly, man.
Yeah, it was
You're just saving it for your own one.
The man said,
I'll put that bass in your voice, man. I'll turn up your mic for a reason.
Yeah, man, try to kill me.
that one was still weak. That was even worse.
My voice is gone, but I'm going to give you one though. Yeah, man, obviously, Dem Man Dere's in the building. Obviously, myself, Smokez, you get me?
And next to him, we have
Big Roms. Good evening, manners, respect. What's good, people? What's good? Good to have you in the studio, man.
Thank you for having us.
We've been following you for a long time. It's good to see you like in there. You do your thing. It's good. Nice to see you.
Yeah, it's good to collab, man. It's good to link up. Trust me.
All right, first things first. Well, everybody knows DMD. I'm sure a lot of our listeners have heard of DMD.
No, not everyone knows that.
People that listen to us, listen to podcasts, man. They would have heard DMD. But if you haven't heard of DMD, tell us about yourselves then.
Yeah.
Like, when did it start? What are you doing? Like,
you know,
tell us about yourself.
I want to break it down from the beginning.
Go ahead.
All right, well, boy. Man started DMD podcast in like 2016. So it's been going for about 3 years. 3 years actually this month.
All right.
Got to pay my flipping Soundcloud subscription.
We know that. Yeah, we know that.
Congratulations.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
3 years is good in the game, man. Don't ever.
No, it's good. It is. It's been up and down. It's been easy. It's been, some bits have been easy, some bits have been hard. But yeah, no, I started 3 years ago and just said to myself, you know what? I started like, when no one knew what a podcast was. I remember I was going on Oxford Street handing out business cards like, yo, listen to my podcast. And then we're like, what's a podcast? And I'm like, yeah, you'll find out later. But it's cool. I think the first real, when man got real listeners was that Charlemagne show. Charlemagne, Brilliant Idiots coming. We was recording the night that it happened. And I said, yo, we got to bust out now. I went down outside the venue and I started handing out cards to everyone because I knew everyone there was there for a podcast.
Okay.
Innit? Oh, the live show.
The first live show, Brilliant Idiots.
So flying still works.
Of course. You know what? You know where I got that from? Gary V. He was like, yo,
okay,
boom,
okay.
put everything in your social medias, and he's like, business cards, they still work like, that's still the most powerful thing than social media, and word of mouth is still more powerful than social media.
Mr. Wolf is vindicated.
Literally today, because I'm getting married, so
Oh, is it?
I was looking for a
Congratulations.
DJ. Thank you very much. I was looking for a DJ, and I took up somebody's business card from the DJ that was playing somewhere.
Yeah.
And I found it in my wallet today. I said, "This is the DJ that took the business card," and I kept it.
And you called him today?
I called him today. Yeah,
And you're paying him today?
I booked him.
Yeah.
No long thing, but
So I'm saying sometimes they do work. They do work. Flyers work as well.
don't say this don't say this in front of Mr. Wolf, because I keep mocking him for talking when he comes.
Yeah.
He's a bit old school. He's a bit older than the rest of us. Yeah, and he wants to fly all the time.
No,
we need to do flying. We need to do flying.
I'll be real to you. It's very important. I think a lot of my day one listeners is come from me flying. I remember people still hit me up and tweet me and say, yo, I got the card when you gave it to me at Angel, you gave it to me here. I'm like, raw.
Are you still doing that then?
I got business cards still. But I probably don't flyer. Like before, I would go on Oxford Street and I would walk up and down the road and give it to everyone. Now, I might, if I'm talking to someone, then it's like, yo,
Selective.
this is what I do. Boom. Do you get what I'm saying?
You send your boys to do that now.
No, not even. I will still hand it out. And sometimes when I'm handing it out, people are like, I already know this. I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
That's good to see that
Boom.
people already know your thing though, because obviously it doesn't always work like that.
It doesn't.
What you were saying about starting in 2016, us man started 2010.
Is it?
So imagine when we said we were doing a podcast, people were looking at us
No
like,
one knew.
what is a podcast?
Yeah,
is that a radio show?
2010. This is why we're saying season 2. We recorded for a couple of years in 2010, and because nobody knew nothing,
Yeah, because the episode 100 and what?
we are on 116 of season 2. We had a close to 100 of season 1 as well. But
Yeah, so it was 200 and something episodes in recently.
So you lot have been listening to podcasts from time then. You don't know. Because to be fair, I knew about podcasts from like 2009, 2010 because I used to find all my mixes, my bashment mixes. But I only found bashment mixes through podcasts.
Ah.
You get what I'm saying? So I already knew about it. Then when the scene really blew up was through that serial thing.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
That really
was
blew it
like
up.
5-6 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, so then I was like, right, I listened to that straight away, and then after that, I think Joe Budden might have been. I listened to it, and then I was like, oh, what's this? And then I didn't listen to it. I put it down, and I come back to it. I was like, let me listen to the whole episode, and I listened to like 3 episodes. I said, yo, this is cool, and then I was like, boom, I need to start this now, innit? Then I kind of just started from there and just went,
So you're a futurist. You're there, man on the post.
basically.
Okay.
Basically.
Yeah, we didn't know what podcast was. Him that knew what a podcast was. Literally, us man. I definitely didn't know what it was. I came downstairs one day and him and one of the other guys, Westling, was just recording something. I said, "What's this?" This is a podcast. I just sat down and started chatting.
Yeah, man.
So that's how it started. But I think one of the earliest ones probably in the black scene anyway would have been Combat Jack, because he would have started at
Combat Jack
2011
as well.
as well, 10, 11 as
He
well.
started around the same time we started.
We started, yeah. So yeah.
So whenever he claims he's the first, I'm always looking at like, bro, it's just because you don't know about us.
Yeah.
I hear it first. You get me?
It's been a grind still, and it's good to see now that it's flourishing and everyone's starting to. Alright, not everyone's there yet because man are still putting in and maybe not getting paid yet, but it's coming.
Clearly, not everyone's there because we've been here since 2010 and you never even heard of us. But it's all good. It's all good.
No. I've heard of you lot. I see you lot on my timeline all the time. Like if I come on the timeline, I see you lot.
We're there.
And I see you lot retweet, and you know what I'm saying? I see you lot interacting. So I do see things. I see things, but I just don't maybe like I see it and then I'm out because I'm not on socials.
Okay, so you are. Let's say that you're one of the beginners from this new scene, yeah, right? How do you feel about the explosion of podcasts?
Hold on, whoa. Big Rome.
Talk to me.
Tell us about yourself, man.
Yeah.
What you want to know?
Well, just whatever you're willing to give out, because you seem like the kind of man that's.
It's a secret looking.
Yeah, you get me.
Like you don't want no one to know too
What
much.
you want to know, bro? I'll tell you everything.
All right, so how did you join the podcast then?
No. That bit we're coming to after.
Yeah, but he was there one before.
Huh?
He was on it
Oh
before.
yeah.
Go
Sorry. Yeah,
How
you were
did
there.
that
You were
work?
there from early, innit?
What?
The podcast.
On D&D.
Nah, I wasn't there.
No, it was the other one that was there from earlier.
So then, just tell us about yourself, man. What, you're cool. That's all. You don't want to say that. You don't want to say that. We can continue.
No, I could tell you. Boy, big rooms. What? You want to know my occupation? You want to know?
I don't know.
Anything you want to promo, anything you want to fling out there, it's all good.
At North London Power Man's a PT, personal trainer.
Uh-huh.
So if you want to get that physique and that desired body that you're looking for,
You're looking at stuff
can
bare
help.
times, you know.
Leave my breast alone. Leave my breast. But I do need to lose some weight for his wedding. Actually,
I can get you to that
You do good rates.
design.
You do good rates.
What's that?
Money man.
I can't
The
do
man
those.
race.
You do women.
That's why I'm
I
still
charge
skinny.
him a madness.
Most of our listeners are women, you know. So
Is it?
do you do
It's
women
even
as well?
It's even more expensive.
You don't want that trouble.
Yo, that's why I'm still skinny because his rates are. You get me? My bank balance can't.
But you know what
afford
it is? When you know your product and you know what you can do, you can't just downplay.
That's-
you can't,
no,
you
you're
can't just
absolutely
go to Tesco's and say, what, you can't do this for cheaper. Like, you can't do that. They've
it's
got their
true.
set price in it. So that's what it is.
I'm not gonna lie. I've gone gym with him, and there's big man in there. Like the other day, man said, "I'm not gymming with you again, fam.
Like,
Don't come."
That's
like,
what I'm saying. Wedge man, that you're thinking, right, like the old monster the set
they
or
got it.
monster the session. But when you really show them the science of this thing, they're running. You know what I'm saying? It's all good lifting weights, but when you put technique and form and certain things into it,
What can you lift? Because this man he thinks he's the Hulk. And
Well, I don't think I know there's people that live much more than me. I just know I can
it's
lift more
not
than all
about
of you lot.
lifting. I want to know how you're lifting it. Do you know what I'm saying? If you're doing negatives, if you're doing pause reps, if you're doing one.
I don't go gym. This means nothing to me. I don't know what you're on about. Same as that
he was
boxing
getting
thing.
technical.
You say it's all sounding Japanese and them
For
things.
real.
Negatives.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's how you're lifting the weights. If you're lifting big weights in a certain way, then I can respect you. You get me? But
I'm-
if you're just beasting and pushing up,
I can't
anyone
even
can do
anymore.
that. You know
Okay,
what I'm
not
saying?
impressed.
I'm too old for that now anyway.
All right.
Yeah.
My arthritis is kicking in, boy.
That's it. The whole right.
Bruv, it's almost like arthritis. When you see me do before, when I was a bit younger, I could go into the gym and I would just do what I'm doing and I'm out. Now, you see man at the back stretching.
No. That's true.
You see man cooling
that's
it,
true. That's true.
stretching,
That's
doing
true.
whatever,
That's
especially
true.
legs.
That's true.
Legs, nah man, I can't do legs no more.
I
the
thought
way
I could
used
just
to.
go in the gym and just do my thing, and then it gets to a stage where you feel like, you know what? I need to do a little yoga class and try and get a little flexibility.
A bit of
because-
steam
you know
steam
what I'm
room.
saying?
You know what? I was at my mum's house today. My sister, she does yoga, innit? So today she does lift herself up on the floor. I was like, what's this?
With her hands.
Yeah, I said, what's this?
Yeah, I
I
used
tried
to
to do it. It did not work.
How's your
bruv.
sister?
Well,
42?
Oh,
sound like
well,
that.
you know my daughter that because my daughter goes gymnastics and she does something where she picks herself up.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was like,
He couldn't believe it.
I couldn't
Like,
believe what she was doing. I was like, right.
she goes on a handstand. She
Have
just,
you tried it?
no, I'm not trying that. I leave that to her.
My
So.
sister did it, but I said, let me see if I can do that. The way I fell on my face, it was not.
Yeah,
I
nah,
said, I'm
it's
not doing that
mad.
again. Then I had cramps. I had to tell her to straighten it out. That's how deep it was.
So what does she just do yoga or gymnastics? or something?
She's a gym person. She goes
Okay.
every day. She gyms every day. She does yoga, I think, on the Saturdays.
Yeah, hot yoga.
Hot
Get it
yoga,
right.
yeah.
You see
Sorry,
what-
she
hot
does.
yoga. It's hot
She's
yoga.
proper on the
Okay, yeah.
fitness
No,
flex.
the
Yeah.
flexibility is most important in
Yeah.
this gym thing still. Don't take that
Yeah.
thing. I think it's harder than actually doing sessions. You get it?
Yeah, that's true.
Because you need range of movement. 'Cause if you ain't got range of movement in your exercises, you ain't gonna get big or get no results.
Yeah, it's very true.
You're just getting injury.
I'll take your word.
I take a man's word for it. He looked like a house, bro. He can't.
I said house.
He did. He came in there. It got dark. I was like, "What the fuck is that? Shit, your blood clot."
You know how funny that is? When we was in Amsterdam, man teared off the door. Someone took our cab, yeah? But we had a driver for the weekend. Boom. People's in our cab. We come out the rave. Obviously, we're liquored up. Boom, boom, boom. Gone. He's Hulk. Took off the door. Like, yo, you lot got to come out the thing. Boom, boom, boom.
He
Cut
took
long-
off the whole door.
Like, but he just... The way he opened the door is one of them sliding ones.
Oh, okay.
No, you know when it got to the end, the whole van started shaking. Like it was one of those.
I heard a story. I heard you were intimidating mans and separating them from their women.
Yeah, so- and the woman-
You made the women moist, but not at the man they're with.
That's
No
disrespectful,
comment.
you know?
Did you
Hey,
spot
the woman was like, "Oh, you're just standing there like some big fridge." You know how funny it was. It was
American
so
or
funny.
IKEA first?
It
What
was-
type of fridge?
Definitely American fridge, fam.
All right. So all right, let's move on. We started off with talking about the podcast and about how you started in the game.
All right, yeah.
And about how you're happy that it's populating now and things are growing. What I was going to say is that it does seem that every few weeks, another one falls off the scene.
Yeah.
And it's like, boy, they're gone. They were there for 6 months. They were there for a year and, boy, rest in peace. And because it's not easy. It's hard to get everyone together. People think it's easy. Hey, just get on the mic
not
and talk.
easy.
It's not easy. It's not easy. So, so what happened to you, mans?
Let's go straight in there.
No. For,
I like that.
for people that don't know about DMD, from what I know of them,
Yeah, let me listen to
there
you.
were 3 others that I've been listening to for the past couple of years.
Yeah.
And you want to say their names?
Scribs and Bob. Yeah, I don't mind.
Scribs and Bob.
I'm open, fam.
No. There's no beef, but from when I listened last week, and I sent that's why I sent the tweet. So that's how we reached out, basically.
Yeah.
Man started the podcast. He started his normal thing, and then it's just like
him new signing, innit? Like,
yeah, we got new signing. The old signings ain't gonna be here no more. And let's move on to the next thing. Let's talk about when we was in Amsterdam. And I was like,
a lot of people are saying that. The intro to that one.
Hey, listen, my phone,
still.
Twitter was going off, Snapchat was going off, Instagram, Soundcloud. I'm like, raw. But I got it, innit? Like, all right, let me break it down. Cool.
Break it down.
So when I first started the podcast, I started with Marlon and Sil. Cool. We was doing whatever. But as you said, podcasts fall off, innit? For me, the main thing about a podcast is consistency. I don't care about anything else. Consistency is the main key if you want to continue in it. Everything else will follow after. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with Marlon and Sil, they wasn't consistent. So it was a thing where, like, bro, we're starting this thing. We're new in this thing. I could see where we can go in this thing, but they didn't really know. Well, Sil knew what a podcast was, to be fair, because me and him used to listen to podcasts. Marlon didn't really know, so he didn't understand it. But it was still consistency. So the consistency lacked. They were good. Like, man loved Marlon on there. When Marlon comes back in it, you don't hear Marlon's mad in it. So after that, obviously, change it up, boom. Had the convo, Scribs and boom, they jumped on. Now, obviously, man won't go too deep into it, but over maybe the last year or so, there's been a lot of behind the scenes issues. You get what I'm saying? A lot of things that, for me, minor, and we could have dealt with, and for me anyway, we could have been further than where we are right now.
Okay.
Because we planned to have filming start. We was planning to start filming before everybody else. I'm talking 2016 straight away. I was on everything. I'm talking as soon as they come, boom. We got Kirk, which was Poet's brother, to come and film. So we filmed one episode, but it didn't really work out. So we were just lacking behind, and I just felt like, yo, I'm just pulling the weight of this thing, fam. And do you get what I'm saying? Man's tired, fam. And then, yeah, we've just been having back and forth conversations. And to be honest, what happened now might have happened in summer. It nearly happened in summer, last summer. But then it carried on, and then just final straw, I was just like, I'm done. But it's just creative differences, do different paths. Like,
hold on, did man just bring out the creative difference?
Yeah, he did.
He's a proper artist now,
Man, creative media trained and that.
Man wrote out a statement, we have creative differences on our thing.
You know what? Because
that man support Man United, I support Arsenal. It's too much.
I've seen other people do that. Like, creative different. They've put up the post on social media. They've written it up nicely, have a board and everything, and it's no beef. We're all love and everything. We're always going to be friends, but due to creative differences, DMD is just going in a different direction.
You know what? Is that what happened?
Other people, not for you personally, but other podcasts have actually done that thing.
To be fair,
that's nice actually.
If I'm honest, obviously, I was thinking of, like, I knew people was going to ask me, so I'm like, right, what's the best way for me to just cover this? But if I'm honest, we're going in two different directions. Like, I know where I'm going. It's as simple as that.
Okay.
And when I know where I'm going, and this is the thing, I know where I want to take this, how far I want to go, and what I want to do. So anything else around that, if you're not on what man's on, I can't be. I'm a person like, yo, if I've got an idea, I need to execute it today.
I hear you.
Straight away. I can't be waiting a month or 2 months to say, yo, boom, boom, boom. I need to do it now. And even if I fail, I'm that type of person like, yo, boom. I don't care if I fail. I will try this tomorrow. If it fails, cool. Then you know what? Tuesday, I'll try it again. Yeah. Boom, Wednesday, I'll try. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not on. I will keep doing until I succeed in something. So, yeah, it's more like we're just going on different paths.
Okay, that's cool.
If you're going to be honest, you can actually hear that from you on the podcast. You can hear that you want to do things, because every week you come up with a new idea about something you want to do.
You see my brain.
And I hear you at the beginning, we're going to try and do this later, or we're going to try and do that. So I can see that already from you. You're the type of person to push it forward. I can see that the other guys, obviously, they've got their own things that they're doing separately from you guys as well, which is, I'm assuming that's also really taken off. So that's where, for me, that's what I thought it was. So I thought it was, them man are doing other things, and if, depending on what you are doing at DMD, it could potentially affect the other things that they're doing. That's what I thought.
No, you know what? Not even really, to be fair, because everything else they're doing, obviously, filthy fellas, like the driving force behind that is Poe, innit? Poe drives that forward, and they've got a good backing behind it, so that's good.
Very good backing.
Vibba's a good crew. That's, again, Poe. They got good backing. And Scribs is sick at music anyway. So for him to go in the studio and write something, it's not even hard for him to do that. You know what I'm saying? He can write quickly, boom. And they got United Road. I don't really follow United. I don't care about United like that. But that's
As you should do.
Yes, as you should. That's correct.
Right, hold
You get what I'm saying?
on. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
Are you in the night supporter?
Yeah, you got one.
Don't worry, man. It's alright, man. Last week was
What's going
alright.
on around there?
Last week and
Well,
this
hold
week
on,
was alright. No problem.
so this is still
Now
the
get on
football
the
team.
Hey, Si, don't let me down. What's
Nah,
that?
Spurs, bro. You can't come over here.
Raw, that's
You let
even
everyone
worse.
down.
You can't come over here looking for a league.
No, but if anything, we've joined up.
It's true, you know, because last week, well, when we lost that game, when we beat you lot, and then you lot was getting on us, I had Tottenham fans in my Insta talking. I'm like, big man, you lot lost, fam. Like, why are you jumping on the Man United bandwagon? Like, I don't get it.
Don't worry about Spurs.
I secretly believe if you wasn't a Spurs supporter, you would have been Man United, and if you wasn't Man United, you'd have been a Spurs supporter still.
That's what you reckon?
That's what I believe still.
Man United is my second favourite club anyway.
Wait, who's your first?
That means you're not really a true fan. You can't.
Let me say-
seconds.
No, let me-
My second team is Leighton Orient, which is around the corner from where I grew
Let me
up.
tell you what I like.
At least I'm sticking local.
Let me tell you why I like United.
Yeah,
though.
give us this reason.
Because if I'm gonna be real, I come from an era where the top two teams were United and Arsenal.
Okay.
Right? I don't mind the reason why I hate Liverpool. Yeah, I hate Liverpool to the day I die.
we were always.
Everyone will hate Liverpool because they talk so much. Their team does nothing. Yeah. At least when I was battling with a United man, they could talk to me because they did something with their life. Right? And their team was good. And let's be honest. Yeah, their team was good. United was a good team.
Yeah,
Back
they
in the
were.
day, they had bare blackheads. As far as I can say, that was a black
blackheads.
team.
Yes, it was.
Right? So
It was.
I support United.
100%. I get
Simple
that.
things.
I
I
get
support
that.
United, and I like Ferguson.
I'm not gonna lie, but we had black players.
guy's
as
a
well.
Yeah, we did.
United
That's why I'm an
supporter,
Arsenal
Yeah,
man.
he is.
No, I'm
You
an
are.
Arsenal
We
man.
had Ian Wright, fam. Come on,
No,
man.
I'm an
At
Arsenal man.
least.
I don't believe you.
That's why I said my first team is Arsenal, but my second team is United. So if Arsenal don't win the league,
Don't say that in public.
I'm saying it.
anymore.
No, because if Arsenal don't win the league, I prefer it to be any. If it's going to be any other team, I prefer it to be
Yeah,
United.
I prefer Man United than the other big teams. So
I prefer- yeah.
Spurs can't win.
Spurs can't
Not-
win.
Not that they're the
Liverpool
big team.
can't win.
This is what you lot are saying.
Liverpool can't win.
Liverpool can't win.
So hold on. Would you rather? Let's say
I would rather Leicester win.
no, but
That's hardly ever going to happen, though. Is it?
This is why I said,
don't know.
This is why I said the big team. This is why I said the big teams. Out of the top 6, if Arsenal are not going to win, Arsenal are going to come second. Who do you want to come first?
Theresa May. No, you ever make it awkward?
You know what?
No,
I don't
joking.
think I've ever wanted any other team. Okay, definitely I don't want Liverpool to win. 'Cause
Okay.
I got a brethren that's a Liverpool fan, and
And
if
definitely-
they win the Prem, then that's it. We can't chat to them.
Smokes.
Because they got-
We've all got that same friend.
Yeah.
All of them has got that same
Because they
friend.
got the Champions League on lock.
Yeah, they do.
So
Yeah.
if they get the Prem, we cannot chat to Liverpool ever again.
Yeah.
Tottenham, they're not even in the combo.
Exactly.
So
Jesus.
So you got Chelsea,
Tottenham,
Man United,
well
and Man
rated.
City.
Man City.
But hold
Yeah,
on.
City.
I'll rather City win
So
it.
if Tottenham win
I'd
the
rather City
Champions
win.
League,
Me too.
Now I'd
chat
rather
to
City win it.
If Tottenham win Champions League,
they can chat to
a
you.
little bit,
No,
Just a
they
touch.
can't chat to us still.
just a touch.
I don't rate that. You know what? I rate the cup, but I don't rate the cup because it's still a competition where it's a cup. It's a cup competition. It's not 40 games. It's not week in, week out.
I hear
It's
that.
not 40 games.
I hear
So I rate it. It's the best cup competition, but it's not better than the league. The league is always
Yeah, the
more
league
important.
is- yeah, the
If you
league
can't
is-
win your league, then I'm not respecting.
Even
you.
Blackburn won the league, man.
Well, even Nottingham Forest.
It's the truth.
Not the one. Bare times as well.
Bad times as well.
Yeah, no, the first win it bare times. But then those are the times that Liverpool were winning it. So if
Yeah,
you're gonna bring it back
yeah,
to them
yeah,
times,
yeah.
that's why I don't go there.
Yeah,
I don't go
yeah,
to.
yeah.
I don't go to League One. I say Premiership football. Have you
Yeah,
won
yeah,
anything?
for real, you can't even. Yeah, because Liverpool was tearing it up.
Listen, they've got kids out there that's all 10, 11 that's never seen their team win the league, man.
I know.
And they're just
I think-
and it's child abuse, you know. I've been saying it for years. Like if you make your child support a team like that ain't won the league all that time, and you make them support that team, that's child abuse. Only now can a Liverpool supporter even look at children can go to school with pride. I've gone to that before.
Yeah, yeah. With my kids as well. Obviously, they haven't seen the Prem, but they've seen the FA Cup. So both times that they saw it, I took them on Upper Street straight away. You need to see this. Break them in properly. You see them two now? They're Arsenal for like my girl. She wanted to be. I don't know. Gal, yeah. They want to be confrontational and a rival.
yeah,
So she decides she wants to support Tottenham.
I knew that was what was coming.
Hold on. What you say? You mean your Mrs. Yeah?
Yeah, the whole house, the whole house is Arsenal, but now you want to be Tottenham, and only this season she jumped on the Tottenham wave. I'm like, what's wrong with you?
Bruv.
Then she's trying to talk to the kids about Tottenham, and they're like, no.
What is it with some women that they just want to do the opposite?
Yeah.
No, let me tell
of
you.
what you're saying.
Let me tell you something about some women because we're saying
From
some.
Bible days,
in,
innit?
in life,
That's from Bible, innit? But don't tell you, don't. Yo, listen, allow the apple, you know. Allow it.
allow the apple.
Loud apple, yeah. that.
In life, I've been in situations where I've told the missus to go left because I wanted her to go right.
And she does.
Figuratively, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I told her the one thing, knowing that she gonna do the opposite.
Let-
And then you sit there and like,
Bro,
really?
I thought that was the only problem I had because I'll say it to the left and she always say, I'm like, yo, does that look left to you? You know how much arguments I have in the car? Like, she's like, I don't know my left and right. How do you not know your left and right?
No, that's mad.
Do you know the one thing I'll pick up, and I'll say some women because I don't want anybody to say that it's all women.
He means all black women, by the way.
Wow. I don't, because I don't want that drama. But
All black
have you
women
noticed?
with weave.
Have you noticed? Yeah, that when as a man, yeah, especially if you're in a relationship,
Goddamn,
if
yeah.
there's something that makes you happy that doesn't involve them, they hate that thing.
Brother.
It's true.
They hate it.
If you go to a dance, and
Listen,
the dance is mad.
hey, they want to mash up that dance, you know. That's why you can't snap. Don't snap. Don't have a good time. Like, listen, I'm telling you.
Don't have a good time.
No, big man, don't have a good time. That's why man.
Why you think on the podcast I was saying the thing's dead?
Oh,
the
my.
thing was live. You know?
Listen, when you go home, I was like, how was it, boy? It was just all right, you know, boom, run to tune and you can't
I didn't
admit that
say
you
it
had a
was
good...
all right, because still, that's all right. So it was sometimes good and sometimes... you have to say, yeah, it got locked off, like, you know, man, shut up the dance.
Yeah, it's true.
When you like something that's don't even involve them, they don't like that
Yeah, they
thing.
don't like
for
it,
real.
man. They don't
I
like
agree
it.
with that.
You know, talking about women then, I want to be, I want to big up my woman, as usual.
Every week.
Because it's cool, but I need to tell you guys a story. I've told you mans already.
Yeah.
I sent a WhatsApp message earlier on this week, and I'm gonna expose it because I told my missus this story. So listen,
Yeah, I wanna know this
Smoke
story.
some.
You're on expose your missus's dilemmas.
No, it's my dilemma.
Okay.
But my missus is very laid back. She's very cool, and sometimes people think I take the mick because she's so cool. But I don't think we're just very open with each other.
That's
so
good.
this is what I told her earlier on today, and this is what I told the mans earlier on this week. Right now, a woman that works in my company in a different section got transferred to my section. Now I met this woman months ago. And there's people I work with, and they're gonna be laughing when they hear this. I'm not gonna tell you who it is. Don't bother asking me if you see me. Right? Now this woman, I met her months ago when she was training, and she lives 10 minutes from the road from
It
me.
must be bait.
Huh?
It must be bait who this person is.
Who knows? 10 minutes from the road from me. So I dropped them home after work one time. Didn't think nothing of it. Nigerian girl. I'm Nigerian. We're Nigerian, by the way.
Okay.
Half Nigerian,
Cohesion.
half Nigerian, half Jamaican.
Come on.
All right. So Nigerian, all right, whatever. Then she's come back now, and the girl's. I realized, well, this girl's good looking, you know. And because she remembers me from before, she's trying to talk to me now. I don't know, maybe because she doesn't. Because as far as I'm concerned, she knows other people, but she's trying to be nice to me and talk to me. And I'm a bottom man. Yeah, that's the thing for me. If you ain't got bottom, don't look at me, or I'm not looking at you. That's for damn sure. Yeah, but I'm married.
Yeah, now.
I'm married Supreme. I'm married. Well,
You married Ghanaian, innit?
yeah,
Right, okay.
you know,
Yeah, no, that's
Ghana bottom is Supreme clientele.
Well,
innit? So-
he don't look happy about that.
Wait.
yeah, go on.
I respect Ghanaian women,
You're
though.
Nigerian.
I'm Nigerian and I'm married. Yeah, I married the enemy.
Yo.
Now,
but why-
Ghanaian bottom
I
is
don't
better
think
than
you
Nigerian
understand how
bottom.
much of a big
No,
thing
I know,
that
I
is.
know, bro. I grew up with Ghanaians, so I know.
Okay, so you know.
I know, but why you
Why is
know?
man looking mad over there?
Go on.
It has contaminated the
I
family.
just don't
boy.
understand why you lot have this rivalry and you lot are here like
what it
Ghana's
is?
hair.
But
and
it's a friendly
Nigeria's hair.
rivalry, though.
No, it is. I think it is.
What I heard is that the Ghanaians kicked you lot out.
No, it's the other way around.
No,
Wait.
He's right. Go on.
The Ghanaians kicked you lot out. But when you lot kicked them out, it was more fuckery, basically. You get me?
Yeah.
And that's where the Ghana must
Go bag, yeah. So you see the laundry bags, the big laundry bags
Yeah.
that look
Yeah.
like they got
Yeah,
stripes.
the stripes.
So
yeah.
they're
They're
basically
called Ghana must go.
Yeah.
So they gave them one of those bags and told them to
Told
go.
her go.
Yeah.
And you fill up your bag and leave
That's
the country.
mad.
Yeah.
So they called them Ghana must
So
go.
the
But they
ne-
should have left though.
Next season's, their football team. That's what the strip's gonna look like. It's gonna look like that back. All right.
Fuck,
I'm just saying, man. That's what
It is a friendly rivalry though. Don't get
Yeah,
twisted.
it
Yeah,
is,
so
it is.
like
Yeah,
we will banter, but watch some other country come and cuss both of us. We'll switch on both
Yeah,
of them
you switch
together,
on both, yeah,
and then switch back on them again.
It's that cousin kind of love thing.
cousin love,
We
yeah.
can cuss each other and bully
But
each other,
you
but
know,
let a third person come
no
and
one can't cuss us.
nah.
I get
So
that.
it's all for bands.
But he shouldn't have married though.
But in essence,
That's how I really feel.
I love her as well, yeah, but
Oh wait,
love
before you carry on, in your household, which jollof is the better one then?
Jesus.
Nigerian jollof.
It's the long
is
grain.
better.
What, man knows. He knows all the right answers, Ron knows all the right answers, bro.
he's been moving with Nigerians at some point in his life.
You know what it is? I did my, my heritage thing.
Yeah.
I'm 56% Nigerian.
I can see your face. I can see your face.
What about the rest of you? What about the rest?
Kenyan, Sierra Leone, and Welsh, Irish, Scottish.
Rah.
They must always dump a bit of white in there.
Yeah, they have to go.
Like 5-6%. You must always.
Because my last name is Johnson Brown, innit? Yeah, you can't get more Scottish and Irish than that.
Yeah, two of them put together, like, just so you know you're mixed.
Yeah, so yeah.
All right. Anyway, in essence, I'm saying that once I saw this girl's bottom, I want this girl to fuck off.
Wait,
Wow.
That's what that is what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying.
That is funny.
Yeah, but how you saying that? As in, leave me alone because your bottom is nice?
No, listen.
Or leave me alone, you ain't got no bottom.
Yeah, which one?
Look, I see good-looking women before. I'm nothing. It's nothing to me, innit? I'm faithful, so I just look at them. It's all good. I've worked with good-looking women. It's nothing. This is what I actually told my missus. No, what did he say? Actually, what did he say?
I said, is the bottom big or is it small?
No, the bottom is supreme.
Okay,
It's supreme. Like Supreme need to make. They need to make tracksuit bottoms for this
That
woman.
means when she turns the corner, it
You
goes
can still see
after.
the
Like,
bottom.
We call them limousine queens.
I'm rude to this. I've started being stush on purpose. I don't even want her to talk to me anymore. I want her. I don't swear.
So you're punishing her because she's good looking?
She needs to fuck off. Yeah.
No respect.
Sorry, sister. I know because she doesn't like me, but see, that is the correct words to use.
No, I
it's not.
respect
I want her to go because she wants to go back where she came from. She didn't want to come here, and I want her to fuck back off where she came from. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is God tempting you. You should have the temptation in front of you. You can never see to yourself you're a true, faithful man if you don't have temptation in front of you.
Because this is what I told my wife. I said, you know what? Because I said, I'm telling you this now because I'm going to say on the podcast. I said, I would have even probably told you otherwise because I ain't going to do that, innit? And she was laughing about it. But I said, it's funny that we've been together, 9 years or something like that, and I've never been tempted. Like, never even thought temptation. So I was like, what is the difference about this girl here now? I don't know. It's like it's because she's Nigerian, because she's good looking. I think it's just
Your ancestors were telling you something.
The connection.
Come back home. Come back home.
It's this shit.
No, I just said, and then it's even like because the thing is because she's being nice to me and everything as well. It's like, stop being nice to me. Leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Try and chirp her, she'll leave you. No, it's not a problem.
It's true, you know.
Try and chirp her.
It's true.
She sees.
It's
It's because she can't have you. She wants you.
No. She doesn't even know that about. Well, yeah, because I keep telling her I'm married.
That's what it is. Don't get it twisted. Like, she knows that she can't have you, and you're not putting it on her. So to her, this is something like, this is a challenge.
You know what? I hear that all the time. I hear men say that once they get into a relationship and women and they lock off the fact that, you know, they're not giving off any vibes that I want. Yeah, all of a sudden women's on your case. Yeah, but that hasn't happened with me because I put on weight and I'm slobby now.
You don't have to worry about that.
But it hasn't happened with me. I don't have women on my case since I hook up with my missus. Beforehand, I had bare girls on my case.
Yeah.
After everyone knew that I'm off limits. There was a little period, and then that's it. So for the last 8 years, I've had no one on my case.
You're going about your wife a lot, so that's probably why they're like, you know.
The minute I meet a girl that I think might even have an inkling of, like, I'll just talk about my wife.
Yeah, I go, yeah.
Straight, like, so she knows you are not, yeah. So I beg girls, you love your wife, innit? You like, yeah, I love my wife.
But that might be bringing them on more, though.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not. I'm telling you this now.
I don't think you understand or recognize how the game changes when they get into the mode where they really want you. I don't think
because they're not showing you that they want you. What they will do is just wait in the background and they'll act like
this
they don't.
Guys really talk about it like I can't take him from his wife. That's how they're thinking. You know what I'm saying? So they're like, okay, cool, keep talking about your wife.
They'll change strategy on you.
Yeah, they'll change strategy.
No.
So now in your head,
I'm not believing all this stuff.
I'm being dead serious.
It's real, fam.
Right now, you're like, no, they don't care. They don't bother. No one's bothering me for 8 years.
Exactly.
That's what you think.
That's what you think.
They're right there. They're in the background.
There will be girls that are all circling the meat.
Watch the next Christmas party.
That's true, you know.
I don't go to. You know what?
You need to go to Christmas. No, listen. That's when you start finding out what people are on.
Yeah,
because they will be on it.
I work at the same.
One Shirley will
I
be
work
on
with
you,
the same
bro.
company as Mr. Wolf, and he goes to the Christmas party every year, and I hear too much about that Christmas. I ain't going. Because the stuff I hear, I ain't
No, you're a good man.
No, man.
You're a good man. You don't put yourself in them environments.
Man, I don't need it. And I'm even strong enough to fight it. But I don't rave anymore anyways. I'll leave it for you youngsters to do all of that stuff. Going to Amsterdam and you flying all the way to the next country to rave.
That's the only time that I rave.
That's because dancehall in Amsterdam is better than here. Standard.
Is that right?
That's
You used to go to the
I used to go
Not that one, but
yeah, but generally speaking, they got more respect for it over there than
Are there yardies over there?
No, but like
when we
Dutch
take it over there, the Dutch, the Dutch love, like Europeans love reggae and bashment.
Love it.
Love it.
France is another big market as well.
Them French Jamaicans there.
Are you mad? Like they respect it a lot more, the culture over there.
I don't respect that music, you know.
What bashment?
Music that comes from your islands. It's not for me.
He can't back it.
Not for me.
He
And
can't back it.
I listen to when people say they listen to all types of music. I actually apart from like them devil worshipping like rah 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 music. I don't listen to that. And all music from the islands.
He can't back soca.
Yeah, I
don't like soca. I don't like dub. I like dub.
I don't like soca.
I don't like soca.
I can't stand soca.
It's too much jump.
But you know the funniest.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. As a PT, I've been telling you, man, like soca music is military music.
Do you want me?
It's instruction, innit?
Do you want me to give you the biggest joke about soca music though? Go to any of them small islands, they don't even play it. You hear bashment. You go Barbados.
Nah, they do play it, man.
They play it, man.
Are you sure?
They play it.
Oh no, Trinidad.
Yeah,
But
Trinidad.
go Barbados, bro. I went to St. Vincent, bare bashment. When I went to these islands, even when I went on a cruise the other day, that's all they listen to. Antigua. When I went to Antigua, they listened to our music. Man told me about Joe Black. Is it Joe Black? My man from Islam.
Yeah.
Man told me about Joe Black. I said, what? I said, he's a deep rap. How do you know about him? Because he's not like he's mainstream. He's like, yeah, we listen to all of that. Anything you got, we got. I said, right. They hardly listen to soca, and it's mad. It baffled me when I was out there.
Bare military music.
Bun
Yeah.
soca.
Jump up and
Man
down.
said bun soca, just like
Left,
that.
right.
Hair, you will hear more
hurricane
soca
kick.
hair.
Then you would, yeah.
Spinning bird
Caribbean.
kick. Everything they'll tell you to do.
Because you go to a dance with your best garms, innit?
With what, for soca?
No, I'm
not
saying
for soca.
to a dance.
Yeah.
To really crease up your boot. Because there's no, you can't
Not in soca.
can't-
two-step
can't
to
stand
that.
it, yeah.
No,
You've got
they-
to jump up and down,
No,
left
no,
and
no,
right,
they-
and cartwheel
They
and
don't go
back
in their
flip.
best boot to soca. No,
Yeah, soca, they'll wear a trainer.
You know
Yeah,
what I said?
trainers and
You know what I
shorts.
said? When you go to a dance, you drop your best garms naturally.
Not me, really. You know
I don't
me.
do that
just-
anymore,
just-
man. I
just
grew
go
up
out.
Not
like
your
that,
best garm, but you dress nice, innit?
You should dress
You're
nice.
not dressing to go gym.
Boy.
You know what I'm saying?
If I could go to a rave in tracksuit, I'll go in a
yeah.
tracksuit.
But you saw me in Amsterdam. I went tracksuit nearly every night except
Listen,
last night.
I'm not looking girl no more, so I don't care.
What you did the soca in them Louis V's that you got?
I don't do soca.
That's what I'm saying.
He's,
No, but I don't-
basically,
No, I would, though.
what he's saying is like when you want to go out, you want to go out and dress up.
No, but when I used to
Soca
go,
man
no,
is
I
wearing
used to go to soca raves. I remember we won a
trainers
competition.
and shorts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we won a competition.
With soca, you need
for
to wear
soca.
shorts
Yeah.
or tracksuit bottom.
Like my girl-
'cause it's going to get wild.
My girl's from St. Lucia. She's a soca girl. Loves soca. So when she goes out, she will go out in like shorts and a top and a scarf, a little flag,
which makes
all of them
sense.
thing there.
They might
And-
love a flag, you know.
Yeah, they take out the big
But
flag
she
and
wouldn't
go
wear
around.
heels, though.
No, never.
That's what I'm saying.
Nah, it's comfortable though. Isn't
Oh,
it?
you want to see a woman in heels when you're in a venue. You want to see a woman look.
Nah, man.
I want to see
certain way.
soca
I
get
love soca.
banished. I don't
Banished, you know.
I'm not gonna lie.
He was a banished shit.
I don't like soca, but I like soca raves, which is mad because 90% of the raves is just gal in there, and the gal are going mad.
Yeah, because they enjoy the music.
They're going mad in there, and they will, and
got
every
point.
single one of them will whine on you, bro. You're getting, you go bashment. You're not getting as much wine in bashment. as in soca.
Nah, real, nah.
Are you mad? Come on.
Alright, we need to discuss you lot
Yeah,
jumping
come.
off the speakers though. What's going on with this movement?
What's that?
Oh no.
Why is man jumping off the speakers though? Why is WWE happening in the rave now these days? In the bashment rave?
Come on.
Why is man suplexing
Did that
girls?
happen in
Have you
Amsterdam?
seen that? I've seen a video where
Yeah,
like they
yeah.
got the WWE commentary.
That didn't happen, but I got a video on my phone right now of when they were up. You know, someone's calling, but when they were up on the thing, you see, when they were up on the
I've got a video like that as well.
But why are they on the speaker? I don't understand
You
why
want me to
they're
show
on the
you?
speaker.
With no life insurance.
no life insurance.
Yeah, lift up the thing, man.
So
but it's
why
still
though?
there.
Why though? Why though? Why?
I don't.
why are you asking why like it's not half yours as well as doing
I
it?
like.
Brother.
Yo,
I want to hear somebody
Where you
else's
from?
explanation.
Where you from?
Jamaica, half Nigeria.
Is it?
Yeah.
He's a
Yeah,
confusion.
you're stern, innit?
Trust me.
I feel like I
What's
don't
your
know. I
tribe?
couldn't tell you.
You look Yoruba.
Yeah,
I know.
this guy, man.
Man said, I
He's
know
an
you
idiot,
know.
you know.
You're Igbo though, innit?
Yeah.
I know.
Look at this man, Papa knows his thing, innit?
But where you learn all this stuff from women, innit?
Who?
You,
No, my brethren. Well, some of one of my best friends is Igbo,
bro,
innit?
this whole time you haven't
In Igbo.
started. I said
No,
women.
one of my best friends is one of my best friends is Igbo. Whole
Man, that sounded
time,
like Joe.
whole time with Chenna.
With Chenna, okay.
You get me?
Okay.
You get me? That's my best friend. You get me?
So how did you know he was? How did you know he
just
was?
embrace that coach, bro. That coach is the Nigerian thing's mad still.
So when you go in Nigeria,
When I have someone certified to go with still.
No, you should go Nigeria. You should
They're
go.
gonna chinos me, fam.
Nah, you should go
So you're
Nigeria.
gonna carry my bags from the airport to the car and then tell me you're gonna charge man a madness.
yeah, but don't they do the same in Jamaica?
Huh?
Don't.
But I understand you though.
Yeah, that's
With
true.
Nigeria, I don't understand you. You know what I'm saying?
It could be like 4 different people speaking 4 different things.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna tell me what's your currency? Naira.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You're gonna tell me what? I don't know, whatever Naira. And I'm gonna just pull out my P like, but these times I'm getting bumped.
Yeah, we got bumped in Amsterdam though.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll drive up.
Man, I charge a man 10-minute drives for £50 basically.
They did that to us in Cuba. Don't worry about
No,
it.
I don't-
Same,
you know what
the
it
same
is?
drama in Cuba.
I can't lie. I think it just happened because we just gassed. Like, yo, we got to drive and we're wavy. Like, yo, take us to the rave. Boom, you get me? And then we're just flinging money.
Not
like,
knowing that man's paying £100 a night.
Yeah, and then by the time Sunday come, everyone's broke. Everyone's looking at each other like, yo, he's got this cab tonight.
Yeah, we definitely did that in Cuba, man. Cuba was paying stupid money for.
Oh, you at
cabs,
Cuba?
no
I'm trying to go there as well.
Yeah.
Cuba and DRs, man.
You're like Cuba. You're like
Yeah, you're fitting nicely. Do you travel a lot, Roma? Because I know Smokez travels
I don't
a lot.
travel
I travel
a lot
all the
still.
time.
Yeah.
I'm
You
flying
travel
out in a
a
couple
lot.
of weeks.
You're going out a couple
I'm
of weeks
going
again.
in Greece, yeah.
Well, you're always out there, innit?
I have to go away all the time.
Have you touched the motherland yet then?
I'm
The
saying.
closest that I've got, I'm not gonna lie, the closest I've gone is Morocco.
That's Africa though.
I know that's the closest, but I do
but
want
it's
to.
not
I
enough.
That's brown Africa. I don't count.
What, that don't count.
I'm joking.
I feel like
No, I don't say that.
even though I feel like it don't count. I need to go.
You want sub-Saharan Africa?
I need to go. I
need to go Ghana still.
I want to go Ghana. That's where I'm going.
Everybody wants to go Ghana.
To be
I'm hearing
honest,
Ghana's all looking like Miami and that.
I would.
Yeah, it's true. But they got big soccer.
He just come back from Ghana, bro.
No.
He just come back from Ghana, so he
But then
knows.
you might not have gone to the place. You wouldn't have gone beach to beach.
Ghana is only 5. It's only a small island. It's not
No,
big.
Ghana's a
I feel
decent
like-
size.
I heard
feel
that you
like-
can go around the Ghana in 12 hours.
No.
What are you talking about, man?
Somebody said that.
Ghana's a country, man. It's not like the
And so
UK
what
that you
kind of
can
country is
even from London to Scotland take you 12
I heard
hours.
it's one big roundabout.
To Scotland, I don't think it's that long to
How long
Scotland.
does it take you to drive to Scotland?
8 hours to Scotland.
Yeah, it's about 8 hours. Man, it ain't that long.
No, it's
From
longer.
Eight hour
coast to
drive to
coast.
Scotland.
If you're driving
8 hours.
at the speed limit.
Oh, if
no,
you're talking about coast to coast, that's different. But from London,
Scotland is 8 hours.
man, they talk about coast. Cause,
You know, I'm gonna put this on the Google Maps thing right now.
but it's 12 hours to Scotland.
yeah, it's about 12 hours. What?
To Scotland.
Did it take
Yeah.
man that long though, fam?
Yeah, no,
8 hours,
you
man.
didn't drive at the speed. I'm saying if you go by the map,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
No, man,
by
don't
the
do the
speed
map
limit,
thing.
it takes around 11, 12
I remember
hours.
I got to
Man.
Newcastle in 3 hours and 45 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, from London. I bought
Okay.
my 120 miles per hour. But my petrol
was
ran
it?
out in Manchester.
Where is it? 9?
Yeah, and then I took-
Well, we're recording 8:30 on a Sunday night, and apparently to get from where we are in North London to just past Edinburgh.
Yeah, but is that north? That's not north.
It's
north,
the
is
mid.
it?
It's not
Scotland,
north,
isn't it?
but it's the middle. It's the middle of Scotland.
Oh,
It's,
so you're
it's
talking
like-
about the
yeah,
border.
go on.
So I'm
Alright, go
talking
on.
the middle of London to the middle of Scotland. It's saying 8 hours 2 minutes.
yeah, about 8.
But there's bare parts of Scotland though, man.
Yeah,
Can't
as
just
long as
say
you get
Edinburgh.
to,
Yeah, but
you get to Scotland in 8 hours.
Middle of London to middle of Scotland. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I'll leave
cool.
it.
Scotland
If
is
we went from the top of Scotland to the bottom of the UK,
yeah,
then
cool,
yeah,
cool.
we'll add on.
Yeah.
We'll add on a few hours for that.
yeah.
So we're all right. Let's,
Well,
let's-
I'm right. I am right. 8 hours.
this is how you know I'm the diplomat. You get me? I'm trying to
Because
make everyone
to get
know.
to the bottom of the UK from here is about 2.5 hours. 2 hours 45
There
minutes.
you go.
Well, Portsmouth then place there.
Portsmouth and them, but yeah, you know, right, he knows. He knows.
Them unnecessary
Them bad
places.
Yeah, come on.
Okay, all right. And talking about moving around, then.
Let's get to
Right?
it.
And you were talking about your children earlier on.
Yeah.
All right. So I want to know because I was in Costco the other day.
Big up Costco.
Yeah,
Come on.
and I saw one of these tile
petrol.
tracker things. Now, because I'm a tech person, I know about these tile track things. I mean, you put them on your keys. It's a GPS tracker basically.
Oh, see.
And it's a very
yeah.
small. It's a little small thing. You put it on your items on your phone, on your key, and if you lose it, you can press a button and it starts making a noise. But it's because it's GPS and it's got a little battery in it. Even if it's not in your circumference, if it's not in your area, if somebody's stolen your phone and they haven't taken this thing off, you can find out where the thing is.
Yeah.
Not only does it beep, but you find somebody else's phone, you get the app. It says this thing is in South London because whoever stole it is probably in South London. So that's the thing is there like it's in Peckham, it's in Brixton, something like that. You get me? So I thought because this thing is so small and you can just put it on your key, would you be willing to put that on your, let's say, teenage child's person?
I'll slap it
Either
right
in person, either in private, put it in a little bag, or to tell them like, put this on your key. I want to be able to check where you are. Is that something you'd be willing to do?
No.
I don't think I'll put a
Well,
track on my
tell
kids.
them. I
When
wouldn't tell
tell
them.
them,
No,
you would do it, but you wouldn't tell
Your
them.
Ginos, come on. You wouldn't do that.
Why not?
Because they'll try and find a way to Ginos it and hide it somewhere else, innit? Do you know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
All right. So you'd be willing to do the thing as long as they don't know about it because you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
100%.
So you don't think there's no moral thing about tracking your child?
In this day and age now.
Yes. Yes.
The
in this
life
day and
we're
age.
living now and
Yeah.
what's going on.
Mm.
Nah, I'm putting it on my child still.
Because this thing is cheap. It's like a tenner. It's nothing, man. Battery lasts a year. What about you, Smoke?
I don't think I would. only because the relationship that I'm building with the kids, I want them to be able to come and talk to me of regardless of anything. And I kind of put myself in the situation of still being a teenager and what I was doing and how I was doing. When you're restricted and your mom's on you and these things, it makes it worse. Like if they do find out, as he was saying, if they find out that that's on there, they're going to start moving bare sneaky and they will keep it there and start putting it in different places. And these times they're over boom and do you get what I'm saying? I'd rather just try and build a relationship and give them the freedom and allow them to do what they're doing through the, because even though, yes, we're in a bad time, you still have to allow them to live in it. Because when you start tracking them and start doing all of these things, bro, your anxiety is going to go through the roof. Not theirs. They're still going to be doing their thing. You're going to just mess up yourself.
That's a good point.
Do you get what I'm saying?
But, okay, so that's doing it on the slide. What about telling them as a 13, 14-year-old boy, listen, you know, or young lady, let me not be sexist. Listen, well, I'm letting you out now as a parent. You know, we've you and your mum, it was me and your mum, we've allowed you to go out now. But for our benefit, because of things that's going on in the you know, whatever, I just want to put this on you, just in case anything ever happens. I just want to know where you are. I can track you at all times. And they'll be like, Daddy, that's interfering with my privacy. And it's like, well,
so what?
You know, well, and that Jim would just say, and what? In fact, stay inside. You're not going out anymore. Like, that's it.
I want to see the dog going around the house, kitchen, bathroom, bedroom, kitchen, bathroom, bedroom only. I don't even know when I even see you go outside.
Hold on. This thing said that you left the house. Just put the rubbish out. Hey, okay, that's all right.
If I don't see, if you leave the house, you should go directly to the library and then come back home again.
On tag you.
So,
and Tesco.
That's it. Basically, it is police tag.
Library.
Would you be willing to have that conversation, or would you be like, nah, that's I would even do that as well.
With that, I'll probably if we could have that conversation, and I would say, listen, I don't need to follow you everywhere, but I just want to know for your safety. Because you know what, even let's say I don't do that now, but before when man would link gal or whatever, and I go in at the ends, I would just ping my brethren quickly, like, yo, I'm gonna be here. This is my location. If any of you don't hear from me, boom, this is my last location. Like, I would do things like that. So I would expect them to say, like, listen, if you're going, I would chat to my son like, yo, I know you're going to be in this part where you want to link gal and do certain things. These are the circumstances that could happen if you go at the ends or whatever. I'm trying to be on the ball of, as soon as he hits a certain age, I want him to have a license, have a car. I'll sort him out so he's not on the bus and doing all of these things. But man could get caught slipping at any time. So it's more for just the safety of when you go link these gal could set you up. Man just need to know where you are. I'm not going to follow you. But you get what I'm saying?
We need to have a podcast one day about
He could go out and get in a situation.
Bro.
Sorry. He could go out and get in a situation. Then what?
Then if he message man on a quick thing like, yo, I'm in trouble, then I already know.
Mean? If a man's got a blade to you or a man's trying to rob you, the 1 minute, I just need to just message my dad and tell him I'm getting robbed. Dad, I'm getting... no time for that.
But regardless whether they're just tracker or not, and that happens, bro, you're not going to get there in time anyway. Regardless.
Depending on where you are, though.
And the tracker ain't going to tell you that
a man's holding
you up with
he could be coming home. You could have told him, listen, come home at 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock, he ain't come home.
Oh yeah, then man's going to be like, yo, man's pinging
and
off
then
that
you ring
like
him
that.
and then he's not answering.
Then I'm going to the location.
Or with the tracker, but you're not giving him the tracker though. You're giving him the trust.
No, I'm saying if we've spoken about the tracker business.
Okay, cool.
Then it's like, yo, if you pass the time, let's say you're you're meant to be home at 10 and it's 10:30, yo, then I'm on the road.
That's even a fair thing. I'll only check it after a certain perimeter. If I don't believe
but you won't though. You won't.
Now, man, we've been checking it all day.
You've been checking it all day.
Like, you bounced around a lot of clubs tonight. Like, you get what I'm saying?
And you're only 12. What's going on? So what about you, Ala?
I'm putting the tracker on them straight.
Of course.
Would you tell him
Straight on the neck back.
or secret thing?
I want it on the neck back so they
I
can
said the
see.
neck back.
I'll tell him. I don't know. Maybe I might not tell him. I might not tell him.
What Rome said is absolutely true.
If I can get away with not telling them, I'm not telling them. But then the first time I beat them, they'll know that they're there, innit? I can't just come home and they just see me there with the belt waiting for them, knowing that they've been doing this, that, and the other, and they're gonna know that how did I know?
But do you think that will break the trust between you and the kids?
I don't want their trust. I want them to fear me.
Exactly. Yeah, this is the thing about parents. You're always trying to be their friend, bro.
One second. Are you a parent?
Nah.
You're not a parent.
Yeah, so I know what you're gonna say.
No,
how would you know? But
I'm not gonna even say that.
But when I look at certain people's circumstances and hear the stories, like I think to myself,
Stop
trying to be friends.
Then you're a friend.
Bro.
I don't want to be your friend.
I'm not my mum's friend, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time, man's not trying to make my kids friends, but...
No, but it's too much. I want to understand. I need you to understand. Bro. You already know. Your parents already know. That's why they tell you certain things. And then you didn't follow. But when things happen to you, you think, rah, My mum did tell
Exactly,
me certain
but you
things
know,
that-
That's my point.
that's-
Regardless, they're not going to listen. Regardless,
Yeah.
whether you beat them, if you beat them, it just makes it worse, bro. Like when man got beat, fam, I don't even want to be in the yard no more. You know what? I'm packing my stuff and I'm busting out.
Yeah,
you know,
how much times
like,
am I-
you know what I'm saying?
I run away
that's not
from?
a Nigerian
How much times
home.
I run
Exactly.
away-
How much
times I run away from?
See, that's because they didn't beat you.
I'm going to my
I think
friend's
that's because
house.
they didn't beat you enough that you can't walk. That's why. Because when they beat that you can't walk, how you running?
You know what
anywhere?
beats I got? You know what
Yeah,
my
man got
beats though? I got the worst one. I remember my mum bumped me with the iron.
That's a good quality beating.
That's a good quality beating.
That went left, bruv.
And she gave me nice biscuits.
They are the best.
To shut you up, you know.
You know the biscuits
Wait,
that are nice on it.
Yeah, the green one. I still get them today.
There's the mark there to this day, bro. It's there on my hand, bro.
No, I still eat them biscuits now. I got them in my cupboard now.
don't.
Sainsbury's,
Bring back
40p.
too much memories.
Sometimes, boy, when a woman gets angry and she's about to beat her child, whatever's in her hand,
Anything.
that is the weapon that
I feel like your
use.
mum's beatings are worse than your father's.
Yeah,
beatings.
Tom, today that
Always.
I actually had this conversation with my
Always.
mum last week. And I
Yeah.
said to her, when you're saying wait till dad gets home, I was happy with that. Because as far as I'm concerned, one, he wasn't around when whatever I was doing, so he's not gonna feel that same vexness that you did.
Yeah.
And for two, he's not really going out of his way to beat me because I haven't done nothing. He's probably not even gonna see it the same way that you saw it.
Yeah.
So he's gonna give me a beating.
Can we talk on that a minute? Because you know I hate when my missus does that. Oh, when you get home, beat the. I'm like, what am I beating him for? Oh, because he done it. But, all right, so why don't you beat him then? Deal with the situation. Because now I don't. As you just said, I don't have that anger. Like, so
Yeah.
I'm looking at him like, bro, you ain't done that
But
to
it's
me.
good
Like,
though, that-
like, so I feel bad now that I got to beat him.
You're like looking at him like
Because I don't even know what you've done that is that bad. And like, even if it was that bad, I didn't feel it. Like, yo, he's done it to you. Obviously, don't disrespect your mum, but you're in that moment.
Yeah.
Now you've waited all these hours for me to come back, and I'm tired already from work.
And now you got some of that same energy.
See,
you get what I'm saying?
It's mad.
My mum used to do it used to be like a guideline beating. So if my dad's beating us, it's usually if we did something wrong at school. So my dad would beat us for the school beatings.
Okay,
If it's
yeah.
an everyday general, I done mash something up in the house beating, then it'll be my mum would just beat me there and then, innit? But if I done something at school, it's like she would wait for my dad to come home because my dad's probably more involved in the school beatings than my
Okay.
mum is.
Okay.
And then he'll get us to beat us. But yeah, man, my mum, I also said to my mum, you were the worst because you would pick up anything and lick me down with it.
Smokes.
Yeah.
So you said that she says, wait till your dad gets home. And you say, why didn't you do it?
Yeah.
What's the answer to that?
She's like, oh, but you're the father and all of this. But,
So it's your job to do that thing, yeah.
but you know what?
It's your job for the kids to
yeah,
hate you.
to hate you. That's what women want. The women want the children to hate you.
Listen.
And they're cool. But you see me, I'm not
You're
like,
cool as well, innit?
yeah, I'm cool. Like, I'm not going to beat them for no reason. Because, like, as far as I'm concerned, yeah, they might have disrespected you. So I'll talk to them. But
That's the thing, you want to talk to them after you
I
got to that
can't
point.
just beat a man just for beating him. Just because you told me to beat him, I have to beat him. Like, and I walk through the house, yeah, beat your son. Like, he's done. I just walk through the door.
Afternoon,
like,
boy. Afternoon.
What's
Beat
up,
your
man?
son.
Your food's in the oven.
You
Beat
know
your
the
son
one
first,
there?
yeah? Beat your son first.
Yeah, like man, come over. Wait, want to take a doo doo? Like,
you get me? I got duties now to beat a you. Like, he's waiting in his room and he's looking at me and I'm looking at him like, bro, I don't. You get me?
But you just looking at each other. Like that Puff Daddy gif.
Yeah,
innit? Just
but
looking at each other.
it does put in the mind the fear of your father coming home from work, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
but
it
then
does.
it turns the father into the bad guy.
Yeah, it does. And it makes him afraid.
Straight
I don't want
away.
daddy to come home.
Yeah,
It's
them
deep.
kind of things.
Exactly.
I'm in this position with my missus now, where one of the reasons I married her, when I was dating her, so everyone that's heard the podcast before has heard this, but you're new now.
Listen,
Well, as a listener,
Yeah, go on.
I interviewed my women before. Like I said before, I met my missus. I
Yeah.
had nothing. And it was just straight interviews, just interviews, question. And one of them was, "Would you beat your children?" And she was bang on it. Yes, I wouldn't even link a woman that says no, or I'll stop dealing with you after. Because I it's not that I want to beat my child, but I'm not being with somebody that's not being with the children, and then I know it's gonna happen. I don't want no noise. Like I'll beat the child because then I might just beat you as well.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
but does the beatings work though?
Yes.
It does work.
But I'll explain why. I'll
How
explain.
much respect have you got for your? Obviously, you got respect for your mum, but for the beatings, you have even more respect, fam. Like,
So the beatings work.
yeah.
So this is my
saying.
point. So
I'm
you
saying
need
it
a
works.
uniform beat. You need to know that it's coming from all angles.
Yeah,
I don't want that conversation that wait till I get home, because I want you to know it doesn't matter who you do it with. You're gonna catch a slap.
The beatings put man in line to be
Yeah.
fair. Like, this is why man's on the path now. Not
But
saying
my
that,
mum had
but,
like the
yeah.
sickest frets though.
Oh, the
Like, her
frets.
frets are sick.
Go on. Give us a list.
No, you got to reel off one for that one. You can't just come
So
out
like,
with that.
you know when like you get in trouble in school and the school's called you.
Oh yeah.
You get me?
That's one of the worst
And
ones.
you know then one day when you go home, like you don't even go home, you walk around the block like
Some sad music is playing in your head. Like, what am I gonna do about that?
like, yeah, when you get home, the way I'm gonna shove your leg in your throat. That don't even make sense. Like, do you know what? It don't
make sense, yeah.
So what are you gonna do? Decapitate the kneecap and what? Bend over the ankle and what? That don't make.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking to myself, how are you gonna do that? No, I'm not even coming.
You know what?
home to
The
even-
worst, the
first
worst
thing
one is when your parent make you go and pick the belt. Yeah, like you might be sitting in the front room like,
Choose your weapon.
go it, yeah, and you gotta go like, and man will come with the
No,
big.
The big thing. You know which one I want to
I'll go to the room quickly, go get
But
the
the
belt, and
smaller
then
one
try
is
and
the
put on
worst than the
tracksuit.
big thing though.
Rome.
Nah,
Naturally.
I don't know.
Your mic control. I thought you said you had to do some mic control.
Sorry, bro.
Don't get too wave, man. Don't get too wave.
You know what, yeah?
But my voice is very powerful, so
It
you
is,
get me?
but-
So man can all speak from air and they're still like, you get me?
But you know what? You make a valuable point because I did that one time and I messed up myself. You know, because
What's that?
my mom said to me, "Pick a weapon." One time, and I said, I went outside and I saw some rubber thing, and it was like
Rubber?
one long rubber. You know, like the thing that you put on your windscreen wiper.
Yeah.
You're a madman.
I don't know what was wrong with me. I was stupid. I didn't know about them plantation beatings before. because
That's what they use for torture, bruv.
that's what I
But
said.
wait, hold on. What you playing out, bro?
No.
The man would have known all of that. Tree house and them
Play-
thing
Why
there.
would you think that I was allowed to play out when I just told you that the dog would go from the bedroom to the bathroom, downstairs, back to the bedroom, to the library, back home? I don't play out. There was no playing out. So I picked up the rubber thing and I said, you know what, this is light. This probably won't work. I gave it to my mum. When I said that she held it like a lightsaber, she went, she tested it first and she said,
'Cause you can hear.
She went, When I said when she hit me and it almost, you know when you see
Wells.
a roots,
Wells.
yeah, you see a roots when the thing splits.
Hold on.
You thought it was a vein.
It wasn't a mark. It wasn't another word. It was a whelp.
Yes.
Yeah, what is that?
She beat me so well that day. She was satisfied with that beat when she was finished. She went, and just let me go about my business.
She was happy you
Yeah,
picked that.
she was
like,
very
what?
happy because she thought I was being smart, innit?
Yeah, she looked at you like, this is what you brought from
Exactly.
me.
That's
Oh.
what why it's self-flagellation business. You want it? Simple. It's tracker business.
I don't know, man. I was with Smokez initially. That I would like to have the relationship that says I can talk to the child in a way where, I know they're gonna lie anyway.
Real life hit you, innit?
Yeah, I know they're gonna lie anyway.
They're gonna
but
lie.
in reality, I would prefer that lie than to have this one where I know I'm being tough on them. Do you get what I'm saying to you? Because you go more rebellious when that happens. I think about all the times when they said no to me, and I'm like, well, why? Why not? Do you get what I'm saying
So I
to
don't
you?
understand.
You were allowed to ask why?
No, not ask them, but ask myself, and then I'll go for it. Do you get what I'm saying to you? I'll go for it anyway.
But that's what I don't understand. So you know they're gonna lie. You know they're gonna be secretive. You know they're gonna do all of these things. So why not just be hard, bro? The worst thing is taking your kindness for weakness, fam.
But that's the thing.
Because that's how you're gonna come across kind.
No, but that's the
No,
thing.
I don't come across kind.
It's not about that.
Man talks stern to
Yeah,
them. They understand.
It's firm.
Yeah, when I chat
What's
to the youth
stern?
now, but you know my youth, they're my pattern. But you know right now, man.
I feel like your son might try a thing.
No.
He looked at you like,
No, I feel like he steams. He
Yeah,
might try a
he
thing.
might. Yo, he's going to. Like, you know what? I feel like every youth, when they get to that close to the teenager age,
Your
like,
daughter's
okay,
pattern.
all right, let me be honest. Like, he might try it sometime. Like the other day, he was roughing her up in the back of the car. Like, I've gone to the shop quickly, like ran, boom, and she's in the car crying, and then she told me what happened. He's bent her leg, fam.
hold on. She's told you what happened.
Yeah, my daughter don't. You see, my daughter
Listen,
don't
I
lie.
don't. No, listen, right? So
They will lie to you.
let me tell you something.
No,
Yeah?
not
Stabbers
my daughter.
got Stabbers got a daughter.
Nah, I see their
Stabbers got a daughter.
relationship.
Hold on. Let me say something. Because Stabbers got a daughter, Simple's got a daughter, and Mr. Wolf's got a daughter. And I've seen, and every one of my brothers and sisters all got daughters. All right, and even me, I got nieces. It don't matter what they tell you, you're just gonna believe them because they're
No, not even
they're your baby.
No. I don't believe them just because I believe. Like, I try and treat them equally because I can see sometimes I used to do it, like just take her side, and then I see how it used to affect it, like how it affected him, and he's like, oh, she's always lying on me, blah blah blah. So I know how how I felt because I got a sister that's younger than me, so I get it. But I can tell by the cry. Now when I come back and she was really crying, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I was punched him off in the back, bro. Like, now big man thing, because he's gonna be 12 soon. He has to understand, like, yo, I'm not ramping. Like, before you get to that teenager, I will punch you up now so you understand when you're a teenager, when you try it later on, you already know that there's strengths is there. Do you get what I'm saying? You might look at man like, yo, my dad's skinny, but you already got punched up enough to know like, yo, I'm not going to try nothing.
It's mad, isn't it?
It's true.
It's mad when you get to a point where you feel like you're stronger than your dad.
That's mad. And I know he's going to probably try
But
it.
it's
At one.
a
My
natural-
dad was too mad.
Oh, yeah,
for
your
me.
dad, yeah, your dad.
he knows
Your dad.
already, fam. From the time when my dad pulled out a burner on, man.
I was
knew
just
it.
about to, you know what? I didn't want to say that. But I remember I was
No, try to pull it out there,
Remember,
fam.
no, but
Yeah.
remember that time, one day, I thought we was doing, no, hey.
Bruv,
Hey, listen,
no, I'm not
be
going to
real.
lie to you, fam.
I'll
But
be real to you, like, yeah.
Forget
One time,
the
he was drinking.
podcast, forget everything. I'll keep it. He knows,
He
fam.
come down with the strap, and I said, "Rah." Man said, yo, man, any blood clotting. I said, yeah. I sat in the
You're
chair
not playing.
like,
Your feet
Big
say
man
you're
thing.
bad.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like,
he pulled out the
listen,
strap still. It was
Listen,
long.
it's mad. I'm telling
I
you.
remember
you look,
that day.
You like ain't got no beatings, man. You ain't got no licks.
His dad, you know, even now I'm shook of your dad. Even now I'm shook of his dad. Like, yo, I'm gonna, it's
He would just
bare respect.
take off his lock, like, obviously you have his lock in a one or whatever, and he would just take it off and then go in and like, it's mad.
But yeah, I feel like with the youths, but especially when you got a boy child, you have to let your boy child know, like, from early, this is the pattern. Before you try anything, later on and you get to that age, boom. But then at the same time, even though I would do that, but I still sit him down and talk to him and say, listen, boom, boom, but this is why this had to happen.
That's how it goes, though.
You're going into secondary school.
Yeah.
Take this thing serious, because he thinks it's a joke. Like, he's in primary now. This last year, and I'm saying when you go into secondary school, it's going to be nothing like primary school. Nothing. Like, not even just the work, bro. You're going to be mingling with other youths from other areas that might try it with you, or they might. You need to have your attitude properly down to. Don't have this attitude because
It's not going to work for you.
it's not going to work in secondary school. Secondary school is and you're
whole
going to be
different
starting in year 7. You want to chat to year 8, year 9, and when you're having year 10s versus year 9s, and there's beat, yo, it's not a joke.
Okay.
For real.
So this is what you said to your son, right? So your son's how old now?
11,
And how old is your daughter?
4.
So what do you think you're gonna have the conversation when your daughter becomes 11 and she's gonna go to primary or secondary school as well? What
Bro.
conversation do you think you're gonna have with her?
I'm already dreading that, fam. I'm already thinking ahead like rah. But my relationship with my daughter at the moment's great. Like, we talk now. Like, I talk to her and I make sure she understands a lot now, innit? And I treat her like she's an adult now. Like, not adult, but me and her will have me and my daughter's relationship. Like, she will come to me before she goes to anybody else. Like, even the other day at school, she's like, one of the boys were running around lifting up the girl's skirts and that. And she come and told me, and I'm like, what? Boom. She said the name. She told me everything. She's like, yeah, he was doing this. I said, what did you do? She's like, oh, she went round and she cried. I'm like, what did you cry for? Why didn't you tell the teacher? I was like, all right, cool. Gonna go talk to the teacher tomorrow. So when she come out of class, spoke to the teacher. Boom. Teacher weren't happy. The teacher already knew who the youth was and blah, blah, blah.
That
She's
you's
like,
gonna go up to be a bad you know.
But trust me.
When they already know the you.
but I already have that relationship where she could come and talk to me about anything. I will sit down and say, yo, has anybody touched you or has anything like this? Do you get what I'm saying? From early, I've done that.
It's mad.
And you know what? Like, at first, to have that conversation with, like, I didn't know how to approach it, or even just to say to because you look at your little girl like, rah, how'd you talk to your girl child like that?
Yeah.
I expect her mum to do that. But because she looked for me for everything, I just said, like, you know what? I just have to talk to you, innit? I have to.
I think it should come from the dads that discussion.
That's what I believe that still.
I've just now started having this conversation with my daughter because she's got this thing where she's getting into men's laps, either with her face or with her just jumping on men's lap. So at a party that I was at, a children's party I was at the other day, it was they had a soft play area thing, and there was a bunch of people from the birthday girl's school.
Yeah.
And so all the parents were there, a lot of parents were there. And one man was just there in the soft seating area, and she's gone down the slide and jumped on his lap. And she kept doing it. And I had to pull her away, like, and then I had to and then at home later on, in my brother-in-law, she put her face in his lap. And he's like, whoa, you pushed her back. And I'm like, I'm going to have this conversation with her, man. So I'm telling her, you know what your lap is, isn't it? And she's like, yeah, here's your lap. And so my daughter's 2.5. And I'm telling her, you can't put, and you were there, innit? I said, in men's lap. And he said, what about women? Everyone's lap. And I was like, but she doesn't understand it.
Yeah.
She's saying, yeah, do you understand? You can't sit on men's lap, so you can't put your face in men's lap. And she's like, yes, I understand. But then,
you know she don't understand.
an hour later she's gonna do this.
But you know what's funny?
No, I don't think that's not the time. No, she's scared when they're doing something that I think is like
bad,
like a bad thing. She's innocent. She's just playing.
No, but you just say, listen, you put your face that you just scare her. So nah, I'm not gonna
Like,
I'm
dragon
not gonna
will come
do that
out, or-
again.
No, do you know why? It'll be
No, you
it'll
can't.
be a conversation she won't want to talk about ever.
Yeah, you can't scare them. You can't scare them. Because my missus done scared her with something the other day. Like, I can't remember what she told her. I think, no, she was having like problems pooing at one point. Like she was having belly aches and blah, blah, blah. And then she told her, yo, your belly's going to pop. And then she showed her one, you know, when you showed her pictures of thing. So now she's scarred. I said, why did you do that to her? And now she's going to picture that forever. Because you know, before, all right,
Certain
but
age.
seven, up to 7 years old, these the kids are just, they're like buckets, man. They're like water.
The sponge,
You just pour,
man.
yeah,
Yeah,
you just
yeah,
pour
yeah.
in water and they're just taking information. Obviously, when they're 8, their conscience kicks in. But even before 3, you're saying she don't understand. She understands. She don't understand, but she will understand. Because there's things that my daughter will say to me now when she was 1, when she couldn't talk, that she understands. She's like, yo, do you remember when we done this? You was 1. You couldn't even talk. How do you know that? When they get older, they start memorizing bare shit that they knew. But do you get what I'm saying? So keep drilling it into her. And because she's a sponge right now, she was just taking the information. She might not, but once her conscience kicks in, she will understand.
So man
Straight away.
is giving me some information. Thank you. As an older father, yes.
As a father.
And
As a father, not older father. You're a father.
Oh, well, you're younger than me, innit? Yeah, but you've been there from before me, because that's my only one. My 2
Oh,
and a
is
half. So if you got 11-year-old,
Well, I got 3. I got 3.
Oh, so is the 11 the oldest?
11's the oldest.
All right.
I've got another boy, he's 6, and then my
Okay.
daughter's 3.
Shout out for the yard, man.
So
because you yard man want to talk about, you know, whole was it fatherless families? No, shout out for the yard,
Come
man.
on, man.
I'm gonna give him his dues and his
No,
respect.
yeah, no, I don't. I know, no. Like I said last week, I don't congratulate men for being in their children's lives.
It's true, I hear that as
It's
well.
not
I
something
hear
like
that.
I'm not congratulating
I hear
you for
that.
that.
It
Because
was-
we're meant to. We're meant to.
But if you're a good father, then at least I'll always big up that, because there's people that are there, they're just bad fathers,
Waste
they're
father,
abusive. They just come home, they're drinking it. They don't take no time with their children. But you
I'll be
are
real, though.
taking time with your children. From what I
If
hear.
you want me to be honest, though, my first, because my son, I had him at 18. So I would say for the first, I don't know, his early years, I was always there, don't get it twisted. I was active in his life and I've always been, but because I was so young, I still wanted to party, I still wanted to rave. So a lot of the responsibilities probably fell on my missus at the time. Later on, when she got a job and she had to work in Hillingdon and far, and now have to feed the kids, bath them, take them swimming, gymnastics, football, all of these things. I'm like, oh, this thing ain't easy. I've had to sit her down and say, this ain't easy, you know. And a lot of men,
You didn't know before.
but I feel like as men,
You gotta
we
go
don't-
through it.
Yeah, we have to go through it before we understand. We can't just see it, and a lot of us, when we have our first kids or whatever, we don't really understand the pressures of what women go through when they have a youth, because they're technically the child is there straight away. Even though we're here, but they have to go
They're
in
the
the
nurturers.
breast.
There's the nature.
They have to do all
natural
of that.
nurturers. Yeah.
We go out and work. We bring back the money and we do all of these things. And in our head, bringing back the money and all of that's cool.
That's fine, innit? That's
It's
your
fine.
job, innit?
But when you do it, listen, I said to her, this is hard. I'm tired, you know, all the time. So I could admit at the early stage of my son's life, I was raving, I was out and about doing whatever. I will probably be out all day and come back. I'll still get the bottle, feed him, do what I got to do. I'll do the night shifts. My girl's not a night person, so I'll do the night shifts. But now, I feel like I do everything with all of it. I'm active.
It makes you more fulfilled as well.
Do you get what I'm saying? It does. And now I have that relationship with my daughter. My daughter really changed me. But when you have a boy, it's still like, yo, man's out here. Yo, I got a son. He's going to be with me as well, getting gal, doing whatever. Do you get what I'm saying? Same, we used to have same trainers, same clothes, all of that. So when you have a daughter, big man, it changes your whole perspective of life completely.
That's
how
a
you
wicked
look at
conversation.
women, how you treat women, everything.
Yeah, for
You
real.
get what I'm saying?
All right. The reason I was talking about fatherhood is because
Yeah.
we have the king of as a father that has just
As a
arrived.
father.
Yeah, Mr. Wolf,
Original.
Mr. Wolf is in the house.
What's going on, people?
The question that this is all stemmed from is say your thing.
No, it's good to be here. Originally, I've just come from my niece, who I actually helped to raise. She's
Yes.
26 today.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Congratulations.
she's
Shout her out,
a
man.
big woman, man. She
Happy
got a
birthday.
first in her degree as well.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, such a Nigerian.
No,
First-
I bet she's done better other things in life, but Nigerians straight away. They agree.
That's grown.
First class degree, yeah, man.
Cool.
So yeah, we're very proud of her, and that's where you just come from. A birthday dinner. It was supposed to be a birthday lunch, but
But yeah.
yeah,
The black
Come on.
people thing.
Yeah, come on.
Anyways, so we are now talking about children because we have a question where I said that I found that there's a GPS tracker thing, very small, that you put
Okay.
on keys for if you lose your keys or if you lose your phone, or you can stick it on whatever your favorite trainers, and if you lose them, your phone, the app on it can track it where it is. And I said, would you A, put that on your child, teenager, you're allowing them at the house, would you? And then 2 is like, if you were to give it to them, would you do it secretly, or would you sit down and tell them, this is something I'm giving you, put it on your key, and it allows me to track where you are? So if people have had their opinions here, I'm not even going to tell you what they said because we need to move on.
Long.
But I want to know what you would do as a father.
As a father, or what I have done.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
go on.
You get me?
Speak on it, bruv.
My son is 15 and he started going to school in his last year of primary school, you know, to get him out, to be a bit independent.
Yeah.
You know, his mum, even up to now, mollycoddles him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because of what's going on out there, and it's understandable. You know,
he's from South, by the way.
I'm from South.
Okay,
man.
so it's
One
even
time.
worse. So you have to, dude.
Exactly. You get me?
Yeah.
You gotta do it everywhere, man. Don't listen to these guys, man.
These situations.
Wait, what part of South?
Boy, Tulsa,
Jesus
Brixton,
Christ,
Croydon,
that's neat.
Tulsa,
It's like you
Brixton,
punch
Herne
Roman
Hill,
in the belly.
West Norwood.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the belly. That's the deep.
Palace.
Grime and gutter. G and G.
Yeah. So,
And signs and prayers for real.
so
You going?
like, you know, he got his first mobile phone when we let him travel by himself for the obvious reasons.
Of course.
But in the last couple of years, I've had a track on his phone. I got him a half decent phone. He lost that, and then the upgrade was due, so I decided to get him a phone that, you know, was pretty good. You know what I mean? It's not one of the major iPhones or Samsungs, but it's a kind of bottom of the line, decent Android Samsung phone.
Decent.
So there's a tracker on there. Find my phone, and he knows that it's on there. So it's
Okay, that's good. So you let him know that it's there.
he knows that I can see where he is and when he's there, how long he's been there. The type of relationship that I have with my son, and these guys will, they will get to that point, to the point where you are, is that when you get to the point where these kids have, obviously they get their personality at a very young age, but from 11 onwards, as we know, we kind of came into our own. You get me?
Not me.
And
I'm still fat and ugly, but
yeah, but from when he started going to secondary school, I saw a new, I saw a new son come out a little bit. You know what I mean? He kind of, So the type of relationship that we had when he was 7 compared to what he is now is completely different, and it has to be. You know, like any type of relationship, it has to grow. And it has to develop. So we are having certain challenges now because he's a 15-year-old kid who doesn't say much. You know, me and him are not friends.
You're not friends.
We have a good relationship.
If I could spud you from air, spud you.
One time, we have a Bluetooth spud, man. We have a good relationship, but we ain't friends.
But you're not friends.
Nah.
All right, let me ask you the ultimate question. Have you had to fist him in the ribs yet?
I've had to grip him up recently, yeah.
So
same thing you
have to do it.
I mean, he got proper discipline from me, as did my niece, because my niece will tell you, and I've got another younger cousin that we kind of as a family raised, and me and my older brother kind of really got together and raised them proper. So they would tell you that, like, my older brother will talk and, you know, try to guide them with, you know, conversations, and I don't talk.
You're not talking.
I'm not the talker. I'm more of the action. So
that's good. I feel
do
like
as you're told at the time that you're asked to do it.
Yeah.
Be where you're supposed to be.
Boom.
And that's it.
And I feel like we've lost that within our culture as well. Like family or even your neighborhood, your area. Maybe now because I don't know about you lot, but I don't live, I grew up in a block with all my people, all my friends, everyone grew up together. Now obviously we split apart and everyone's in different areas. I feel like we don't have that unit no more, and family should be involved. Like you've got different people giving different, like your brother might be talking, that might be a good angle, you've got another angle. So when you got different angles, and do you get what I'm saying? This
is what we like to call the village.
That's what I'm saying.
It's the old school mentality, back home mentality, where it takes a village to raise a child. And we brought that over here when we came over here on our boats and on our planes.
We lost it.
And I think we all agree with you that, because in our small families we have it still. But as a community, we don't have it.
Even little things like popping into each other's houses. Remember, when was the last time you went to a proper house party with your family, where the kids were still there? Everyone's in a proper house party.
Coats in the bedroom.
I'll be honest. With my missus' family is very big, and they're very big on that
kind of thing.
Which is good, because nobody does that no more.
Every single event, every single birthday, they will be at their grandma's, or do you get what I'm saying? It's that. So even this Saturday coming, there's a link up coming, and then the weekend after there's another link up. So they still have that, and that side of the family is very big on that. Like they have to link up.
I think it's really important.
It's very nice.
I think these guys will be the first to tell you that I try to do those kind of things. I always try to get family together, family of all ages together. You understand? From the elder to the newborn, and everybody's got to be there. You know what I mean?
Because
so
even I noticed with her family, because I've been with her now, I'm not gonna 13 years. So you know when you got that big family and you start moving rooms. When we was younger, we would be in that room where boom, boom, boom. Now when you grow, now you're grown.
In the big man room, innit?
We're in the big man room, and then the kids are in that room, or the youngers are upstairs now. Over, do you get what I'm saying?
That's mad, isn't it?
And then the elderlies are like in the kitchen doing the cooking and chilling. So the rooms and the shift, you can see the shift between
that
everybody.
progression of life.
Do you get what I'm saying?
And not many people have that anymore.
It's mad being in the room though, isn't it? Like hang on a minute.
I'm here now.
You was never allowed in that room.
Yeah.
That's real.
They used to shoo you away nicely. Like, what are you doing there? Go.
And now you're doing the same to the other youths in the yard. You know what I'm saying? To you?
Yes.
Before Mr. Wolf came in, though, you was touching on something, and there's a lot of, as Steph said, we got a lot of female listeners, yeah. And one thing that seems to piss them off a lot when I see online is when men say, "When I had a daughter, things changed." Right? And you said that.
It's true. I said that.
Yeah,
it's true.
And I think that's a big discussion to have, because why? In fact, just be honest. Why did it change?
Alright, for me, if you, I can't talk for all men, but I'm not gonna lie. When I was a teenager growing up, and man grew up in Wood Green, so me growing up in Wood Green,
Big girl.
go like Shout was there, Yates was there, KO, the train station, like come and go shopping city, the cinema,
Yes.
like every single. I promise you, every single Friday and Saturday will change girls. Every single Friday I would have a new girl. I'm not saying that I was sleeping with all of them, but I would draw a girl next weekend. I don't even want the ones I had from last weekend. Boom, I'll draw, like, me and my brethren would have competition. We'd go out and who can get the most numbers. We used to do that.
Smokes.
Why is it not on silent?
You disgust me. It is actually on silent, but because I plugged it in.
But when you're young,
It wasn't You disgust me, Smokes. You disgust me.
I disgust myself.
But everyone was like that.
Yeah,
though,
like
man.
most men. Listen, most men. That's our game, innit? When you're growing up, you want to draw a gal.
Let's not be around the bush. Everyone was trying to draw the most gal. Everyone's
I was going to
manipulating.
Sunday school. What are you talking about? I was going to Sunday school on Friday, Saturday, and Monday.
I was going Sunday school. I was a big fan of Sunday school.
What, trying to draw girls?
There was girls there.
Listen, me.
There was girls there.
I was doing this Sunday school to man Clark in the church. Hear what I'm saying? Boom.
I feel like as men,
It's mad. Yeah, it gets mad like
Standard
that.
there was girls in church. Talking about.
That's what I'm saying.
As men, I feel like obviously we're very immature, and we don't think about certain things. Women think about marriage and settling down from early. They've been groomed for that growing up from their parents or whatever. Everything they see Disney and all of these shit. We're either on the road kicking ball, whatever. We're doing that. Then you like 18, 19, 20, then you're raving. Now there's more girls in these dances. You get what I'm saying? I feel like we don't understand anything. And when you have a daughter and then you realize like, okay, everything I've been doing,
I don't want
another man could do this to my daughter. And now this is a part of you. This is what you're growing. I mean, then you look at them so different. It's hard to explain, but I'm telling every man that has a daughter, it just changes their whole perspective of life, which is mad. It's hard to explain. I can't even explain it to the women.
And
Shout out
puts
to
more
women.
respect on women as well.
It actually puts
You don't
way
want
more
no
respect.
disrespect coming towards your daughter.
Yeah, I get why women say that. Do you understand? I really do. But the way how it was explained there is just the way how it is for a lot of men.
For a lot of men.
Because you got to consider the fact that not all men have had sisters. Sometimes it might be just a pure man in the house.
Exactly.
You get me? There might be another house.
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had best. He's the best.
Is what I'm saying. And there might be another
My mum
house.
side of that. What you on?
There might be another house where there's a lot of sisters there. And then you can see how some men have affected their day or the way they're going on. So
But on that note, though, you see, when you're a younger brother, I don't know. I don't have older sisters, but I feel like when you have an older sister and then they got the friends that come over and the friends are yo,
then
you look
you kind of
cute,
look at
and when
the
you're old, like you see
yeah.
that they don't help.
Yeah.
They don't
High
help
five
us.
and so they can all hear, bro.
It don't help, man.
don't
though,
help.
It don't help,
I'm
man.
cute, yeah. All right, watch when I'm old. I'm coming for you.
It's true though.
No, it's true. So it don't help. It's not like they say, yo, you need to respect. Like their friends are looking at you like, yo, your brother. If your brother was old, I would boom. So they put that in your head. So now it just puts it even more into like, yo, where I am, when I'm older, yo, I'm coming for you. And then when you're in secondary school as well, this is one thing I don't like when gal call me cute. It reminds me of when man's in year 7, you got the year 11 gal saying, yo, if you was older, you're so cute, but if you was older, boom, boom, boom. We're like, yo, I'm here though. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Now it's like, right, you got big in it.
Yeah. But only when you have your own daughter and your own, like, somebody to protect, then it's like, okay, boom.
Okay. Can I just quickly
Go ahead,
ask
bro.
that question then in there? All right, so you said that you've had your daughter now, you've had the discussion and how you feel about it's different. How does that affect how you discuss this type of thing with your son? Because you still think your son, I want him to go out a road, I want him to draw a gal, I want
He's
him to
already
do
said
this,
that.
You know
I want him to
what?
do that. But now you're saying that you've your daughter and you're like, I don't want this for my daughter, I don't think it's a good thing, I don't think that this should happen with girls and blah blah blah. But you're still sitting here on the road,
No,
you go draw the gal the same way you did.
This is a good question, and I've thought about that. I still want him to do what he's doing, but I want him to do it in a better way. So what I'm saying by that is, don't get a girl and then have bare girls. What you need to do, be honest to all these girls. I think honesty is the best thing. So yo, I'm seeing this girl. If you want to have 1 or 2, I'm not telling him to go have 5, but if you got 1 or 2, alright, you're seeing this one. And
He said not 5, but 2 is okay.
No.
Daddy.
No, big man.
Daddy 1. Yeah.
I want to hear this.
Yeah, daddy 2. Yeah. Daddy 3.
No, because you know why? You know why I would say that is because there was a period where I had 7 girlfriends.
Wow.
Yeah, there was a period I had 7 girlfriends.
So many-
Smokes, you disgust me.
So many similarities.
You disgust me.
I had 7 girlfriends.
You as well.
I had 6.
Yeah, they're all my girls.
Smokes, are you Jamaican?
Yeah.
Oh, well, this is a Jamaican thing.
No, it's alright. It is a Jamaican thing.
So,
It
but-
takes a Jamaican man to deal with 6 women. There they go.
So, but with him now, I just want him, he needs to obviously respect the women. Tell them what the situation is. They all need to know. Every woman needs to know where they stand. So you allow them to make up their mind on where they want
And
to
in
be.
this day and age,
I'm with you on that one as well.
that can run as well.
It can run. Because most women, once you're honest to them, I promise you, they're not going
Can
nowhere
I
anyway.
ask the man them a question then?
Yeah.
Just based on that, and this goes for everybody. Which one of your dads, or did you have a male figure in your life that told you the things that you are telling your son?
No,
and the things
nah.
that I've told my son.
I
And-
didn't.
And that's my thing.
No.
Anybody else?
I did.
I didn't.
You
My dad left when I was 2.
Okay.
He's in my life now.
Yeah.
Back when I had my first son, then we built our relationship again and blah blah blah. But I never had no father. Like my father figures was my brethren.
Right. Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying? All my brethren, older brothers.
like, how can like your brethren tell you, or your older brothers tell you in terms of, pushing out that respect for women, the kind of story that you're telling your son?
My brother did, but not this one, the oldest one.
I think
I said not this one.
I think that there are some out there, but I think it's few and far between.
Yeah, it is.
But he was a lot older than me, so he was 11 years older than me.
So you need that.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
when I was starting to talk to him about girls, he was giving me, like, even though he was not following the same code himself,
Spitting game.
yeah, he was telling me, okay, if this girl likes you, then you should talk to her like this and stay with one girl and blah blah. But then I saw his life and I didn't want it, so I already knew that I was. He had put it this way, I got 2 nephews. I got a nephew and a niece that's the same age.
He was a pretend Jamaican.
He ain't no pretend Jamaican. He real Jamaican.
them ones there. So I already seen all the dramas. I already knew that I don't want more than. I don't even understand why anybody wants more than one girl.
No, you
one
don't.
girl is enough.
No, you don't.
I don't understand why you want 2. I don't understand why you want 7 and 6.
Come to my workplace, you'll see.
It's
why-
very.
why you
Listen,
want to.
no, it is very stressful, and I'll be real. I've got 2 baby moms. So imagine having 2 baby moms. Well, I got my girl, and then I got a baby mom. So my baby mom, she gives man the most stress. I was never with her. I tried to give her everything like, yo, you can have this, boom, boom, but she wanted to make things difficult.
Yeah.
What's the Jamaican kind of proverb? Is it a proverb?
Which one's that?
One pussy kill cocky.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
What is it? That's Beanie Man, yeah?
Well, that's the thing. You know, some people will say,
Are you all right?
Breaking
Are
the
you
whole
all
thing.
right? Yo, you see that camera? Is it recording over there?
Nah, you're lucky you didn't get it on tape.
But I think you had a very valid point. I don't think we have elders. We never had elders back then to show us. I feel like in today's era, we have a lot more father figures, a lot more older brothers or older cousins, and maybe by force. I would say a bit of it is by force because of social media. No one don't want to be on social media looking like no deadbeat and all of these things. There, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, to a degree, yeah.
I think that's part of it. And a lot more people are sticking together and they want to be in their child's life.
Yeah,
I'm seeing all of my friends are in their children's life. So yeah, but back then there was no pressure for them. Everyone just used to bust out, and we had no one to teach us how to be on the. Do you get what I'm saying?
All right. So on that note about parenting and elders and whatnot, I've got a little clip.
Oh shit.
Yeah, boom. Play that.
It's from an old. It's an old clip, and I'll play. It's got Maya Angelou, who is the world-renowned poet and activist and writer. And okay,
Maya Angelou.
I'm just saying.
Maya Angelou. Yes, well,
I don't know, mate.
Okay, well, I don't want to. Anyways, a young lady. How old would you say this girl is?
Let's have a look. She looks like I saw the clip, and I'd say that she's maybe
16. I would say.
I'd say no more than 19.
Late teens. Yeah. All right, and this is it's on a panel. We'll let him know when he comes.
Yeah, no, he knows anyway.
Right.
Okay, good.
Okay, let's play the thing.
Kim, you had a question.
Yeah, I wanted to ask Maya her views on interracial relationships.
Oh, thank you. And first, I'm Miss Angelou.
Miss Angelou.
Yes, ma'am. I'm not Maya. I'm 62 years old. I have lived so long and tried so hard that a young woman like you or any other you have no license to come up to me and call me by my first name. That's first.
Auntie.
Also because at the same time, I am your mother, I'm your auntie, I'm your teacher, I'm your professor. You see?
Kim, you had a question.
Yeah, I wanted to ask.
I love the way. Sorry, Wahala.
No.
I love the way how she articulated herself there. She didn't try to completely demean her.
Yeah.
She just kind of put her in her place in the manner that a queen like her does.
Yeah.
You get me? So in response to that, I co-sign her 100%, especially coming from a Nigerian and Yoruba background. You know,
Can I ask a question?
Go on. I was gonna say you lot are throwing ratings for her for no reason, bro. The only reason why she reacted like that is because her husband's white, innit? That's why.
Oh wow! I think if that
Stay
girl
down.
you
You think? No.
I think if that girl was white,
She was in an interracial relationship.
Okay. Before the question I'm putting forward to this is: do you think she went too far with? First of all, is it cool to call somebody by their name? Because there's bare people saying that that's a nonsense anyway. Like that's old school. Because this I saw on social media, and there was uproar with how she responded.
But that's an old clip, though.
But a lot of people said that, like, if somebody said that to me, I would have just sat down because she stood up to her. I'd just like forget it. Then I'm not talking to you after you spoke something like that.
And that's where people have just lost respect for their elders.
yeah.
Do you think she went too
Because
far?
I can't call my nana first
Yeah,
name.
you
You're gone
can't.
mad. Can't do it.
But I mean, I work in an environment where there's youngsters as young as 16, 17 on apprenticeships. You get me? To people that are ready to retire, you know, in their 60s. Some people close to 70 because they don't want to retire. You get me?
Man who remember the war and that, yeah?
Yeah, you know.
Bruv, you think it's joking?
In my
I'm
day.
talking about people that have gone to war, and you know, whether it's in Argentina and all manner of places. You get me? The Falklands War. You know what I mean? So personally, and the way how I was raised, I find it difficult to call them by their first name.
Yeah, you
I will always say Mr. So-and-so. If they then come to me and say, you know what, call me Steve or call me Joanna or
Then it's
whatever,
cool.
then cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I even have a Nigerian auntie who's old enough to be my mother. You get me? Who's working at one of the places that I was at. I can't call her by her first name. It's like, come on, man. Regardless of the environment, yeah, but for me, regardless of the environment, probably because I'm not in the type of office environment that you are, but still I'm managed staff. So the people that I am working, I am actually the boss. But I will still humble myself and call them Mr. or Mrs.
Yeah, but the problem is now, again, if you're talking about an office environment now, people can say that you're discriminating against them. because you're not calling this. You're calling this one your uncle and then calling me by my name.
I'm not cool.
You're kissing your teeth, but it can easily happen. You're showing favoritism to this one, but you're not. What do you mean? Do you know how many people come? Listen, when you're ready to get rid of them, that will be an excuse why they're telling you that you're getting rid of them because you're calling me John and you're not calling this. You're calling this one Artie.
Does anyone disagree with what Maya did first? Does anyone think she took it too far? Are we all in agreement that she was cool?
Agreement. I think you have to respect your elders. Like that's one rule I grew up on from early. Respect your elders,
but just not the girls that you're banging 6 and 7 at a time. It's all good. I understand. I'm playing with you.
The problem I got with that clip is I would like to see that clip like about 10 minutes before, and the host, what the host called her. Because the host looked the same age as the gal.
No, the host does not look the same.
Well, she don't look. You don't look much younger. I'm looking for hair, but
the host. No.
Well, is the host?
The host a big woman.
The host is a big woman.
A big woman up to the same age as my Angelou.
She's a big woman, innit? But that girl, she was a kid, innit?
I'll be real. Do you want me to be real?
Always.
I don't even think that Maya was. Well, I'm going to call her Maya because that's what we know her as at the moment.
Miss Angelou.
Yeah,
I told you, bruv.
Know yourself, man. Know yourself.
But I feel like she's not looking for that respect from the white woman.
That's what I was thinking, because I was thinking if that was a white girl, I don't think she would even know.
She ain't looking for that.
I think she would have just carried on.
Oh, it's a young black woman, by the way.
A young black woman calling her, but she's expecting her to know
better.
that.
You know better.
Okay.
In our community, we they do that. So I understand if they
our
do
community,
that,
we know we've been taught better.
Your mum didn't raise you like that.
All right.
So when she said I'm your teacher, I'm your mother, it's like I'm now filling in the spot, because if your mum was here,
you would have
your mum probably would have said, Hey, don't disrespect, don't insult me like that again and call big woman by their first name.
Imagine if the mum was sitting next to her though.
I'm just gonna take the place of your mother right now and say, this is not something you do to an elder I've been around.
I'm still saying she's smarted because she was in a relationship.
I don't think
What's that got to do with anything?
That would make you upset, man. It would make you upset. If someone says, because the question was, what was the girl's question?
I get that, but
how you feel about interracial relationships, and then that's when mine will come from.
I didn't even hear that.
You get what I'm saying? So
nobody even feeling. I didn't even hear that, boy.
So what you're saying is that
good job.
I am in a relationship with a white person. The fact that you have now stood up and asked me, what do you feel about this? Me being the black activist that I am, known for pushing the progression of black people. Are you trying to take the piss out of me by asking this question?
And then you went and go and called me Maya on top of it.
So before I even answer the question, let me because you've stuck me, let me stick you back.
Exactly.
Okay.
I mean, just based on the kind of interviews that she's had in the past,
and still,
you get me?
I rise.
She commands respect, you know. She ain't no small fry.
Yeah.
You get me? So when you get me? So when she speaks with that kind of authoritative nature. So it could be that, but I'm not gonna go with that 100%.
But Mr. Wolf, you need to be careful with that, because there will be women that say, regardless of how I talk, regardless of how I come across, regardless of how I dress, as a human being, I demand that respect.
But some people speak like sheepish. Some people speak within themselves. Some people don't speak with confidence. It doesn't mean that I'm trying to demean a woman.
I'm just saying to be careful.
I know that some women will.
She comes across like she should be respected. Well, then that means there are other women that come across like they shouldn't be respected.
Goddamn.
47.
He's proper trying to get man today.
No, but I get what he's saying. I do, but there are some people, when they do respond to questions or when they're on TV or in a public setting, they may look nervous or they may talk sheepish or whatever.
Mr. Wolf, don't worry, man. Some people don't deserve respect in their actions and how they deal with themselves.
Okay, I like.
So you're saying that the women that do the slut walk don't deserve respect?
Oh, Jesus! What did the man ask her?
Jesus Christ!
What did he ask her again?
I have to touch my chest for that one day. That's deep.
What, your chest or your twist?
My twist. Nah, man. For me, I think that she's in her rights to say it, because she's a big woman, big old woman. Even them times there, she was big and old. So she wanted to say to the child, she could say it to the child, because to her it was a child.
The child.
She's like, who are you calling by that name? Because that is something I could see my mum saying to somebody.
Rome. What about you?
Can't call no one by their first name, especially older than you, man. Like much older than you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
She's 3 times your age.
You can't do that, man.
Okay.
That's how I'm built, innit? I can't call my nan or granddad.
Okay, then, all right.
Not even my aunties by their first name. Do you know what I'm saying?
Can we be real
That's
then? Can we be real? You go on the One Show or one of these talk shows. Everyone knows the One Show, yeah? You're in the crowd.
No, what's the One Show?
I know who you're going to say.
No, just an audience participation show. Question time. You're on question. You're on question time. Everyone's on question time. Now there's Maya's there. She's alive.
I thought you were gonna say Diane Abbott.
Go on.
I feel like Auntie Diane.
Go on.
Yeah. I feel like that.
All right, Diane Abbott is on the stage. You somebody puts the mic to you. You want to ask Diane Abbott a question. How? And you're gonna say her name first. Don't tell me I'm not saying her name. How are you gonna address the Diane?
I think I would. Probably Miss Diane, but I would say her name because in the media that's all that they've showed.
So you would
Diane
say
Abbott.
Diane? I got. Can you ask me this question?
Miss Diane Abbott.
You would say Miss Diane Abbott. The whole name.
No, I wouldn't say miss that. I wouldn't say the whole. I was just say miss.
I think I'll say the whole name.
No, I wouldn't
Only
say the whole.
because
He's gassing. I don't think
you know
you'd
why?
say the whole
No,
name, bro.
Her whole. It depends because she in the limelight to me is Diane Abbott. I don't think I can't say her name without it being the full name.
It does. It is one of those names that come with the other name.
Yeah. Basically, for me.
But I think miss is just.
And you know,
enough,
some
you
people
get me?
got an issue with Miss in it. It has to be
I
Miss.
know.
There's so much
Yeah,
red tape, man.
Oh,
Yeah, but I get that because Miss is saying something, and Ms is neutral, isn't it?
I don't even know the difference between the two.
Miss is you're single.
Miss.
Miss
You're-
is like.
When were you married?
What,
Yeah.
Mrs.
what's it? The MS is what? You've
MS.
been married, but you're divorced.
No, they don't want you to know.
Miss is
is that it?
that's the MS is the neutral thing. It's like unless I'm mistaken, hopefully
It's a transgender.
somebody's gonna message and respond. But Miss means I could be married, I could be divorced, I could be single, I could be whatever, I could be a Spencer. I'm just a woman.
Word.
It's a safe word, yeah.
Alright,
Well,
cool.
no, because you could be misgendering people now because you could say Miss Tracy, and it's like I'm not a woman. What do you mean? I'm Mister.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it could be. So I'm just saying.
Human being Tracy, human being Diane Abbott. That's what we're getting to. You know like that.
What would you say?
I'll probably call her Auntie Diane.
You would get up on question time and say, Auntie Diane,
Auntie Diane.
what do you think about crime rates in Hackney?
Auntie me, please.
One time.
How about I do it? Because that's what I call her, Auntie Diane. Like if you tweet, I'll say Auntie Diane. That's what I'll write. Because you're a big woman.
Simple.
It's mad. I feel like
He's calling her.
Let's move it.
There's titles for a reason, innit? Do you know what I'm saying?
Has she got any time?
She's an MP.
I would probably say something like
MP Diane Abbott.
the Right Honourable Diane Abbott.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. That's what I would.
Who would say that?
Me. That's what I would.
People are lying to yourselves in front of Jesus.
If
If I'm on TV on the same show that you're talking about, I'm going to respect her question. I'm going to respect her. I'm going to respect the Right Honourable Diane Abbott.
I don't think
he would.
Straight.
Man will be on some egg gal. Out now.
Let's not all talk at the same time. So
He's wrong.
well, he's I got a question for you. All right, so you're gonna say the Right Honourable?
I would say the Right Honourable. If it's on a TV show like you're talking about, once in a lifetime opportunity, I'm going to give her the full on.
All right, Mr. Wolf.
Mrs.
Yeah, I would say I would have done my little research to check whether she's a Miss or Mrs. or whatever. But what I do know is that I think that she demands a little bit more respect than what she gets in the media.
100%.
You get me?
They don't
The way
care.
how they kind of put her in this kind of bubble, like she's some dumb fool that don't
Like
know
she's
what
Boris
she.
Johnson.
Yeah, you get me. She has said a few things, like all MPs. You get me? That ain't right, but. I think she's the first black female MP.
Yeah.
Bruv.
You
I'll
get
be
me?
real though.
For
Boris
starters.
Johnson ain't dumb though.
He's a very smart
He's
man.
a bumbling.
Very smart,
But he's known as a
bro.
bumbling idiot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's his character.
That's
Yeah,
his
but that's
persona.
Some people might say that's Diane Abbott's character as well.
And they're trying to push that agenda to it, and I don't think she sees that.
I will
That's
call
my
her
MP.
Miss Abbott or
That's
Mrs.
my MP.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hackney, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my MP. I ain't
For real.
disrespecting
Your
that.
ex MP.
That's my MP still to this day. I don't even know this. To this day. I don't even know my MP. I don't even know my MP for where I am now. That's my MP.
All right. Next question.
Where you at now?
I mean, I'll tell you later. I'm in country.
Because they're a comfy ass.
I'm in country. Put it that way.
He's in Bel Air, man. He moved from.
I'm in country.
All right. So we all know and spoke about Kim Porter. Sorry, that died a few months ago.
Yeah.
And obviously the relationship that she had with Puffy was cut up about it. So Kim Porter. Look at me, I've got Diane in my brain.
Wild, you know.
Oh, God.
Kim Porter and Puff Daddy had an on-off relationship or a long-term relationship before
He went
splitting,
on and off, yeah.
and they had how many children together?
Four, innit?
Yeah.
And but even though they both had their own separate relationships, at some point they always remained friends. They were always close. And then she died recently, so that's the foundation of the story. So now recently, he's posted a picture on his Instagram of him and her, with the title with the words SMH, shake my head. So and a broken heart. So
It's
basically,
anniversary time, yeah?
I don't know whether it's anniversary
I don't
time
think
or
it's
not.
been a whole year yet. No,
No.
No, it hasn't been, but maybe it was their anniversary. Who knows? But anyway, clearly he's thinking about her and he posted the picture, or he just saw the picture. He posted it, broken heart, shake my head. Now, somebody said underneath that shake my head, when she was alive, you didn't want to marry her. Confused Negro, GTFOH. Get the fuck out of here. Huh?
Doesn't matter though.
When will you-
you don't
when-
know.
when
You
will you
don't
marry?
know the relationship that they have. Oh, sorry, bro. Go through. Go back to.
He then said, because so like I said, I'll repeat it. When she was alive, you didn't want to marry her. Confused Negro. Get the fuck out of here. And then he said, I know. I played myself. Shake my head.
Wow. Big man Puff, yeah? He was honest with
He
his
actually responded and said,
That's
I
real, though.
know.
That's
I play-"
real.
So I want to know, have any of you, the question is, have any of you had this thing where, you're all taking in it? Most of
How
you
you
are
gonna
taking it.
ask, man?
No. Okay, okay, all right. Here's a question. Here's a better question.
No
I can
girl
ask.
ain't died on man.
Here's a better question. What do you think about men that take women for granted, or have you seen it where a man has taken a woman for granted? Is it a normal thing that men do? Do women do it as well?
You know
is
what?
this commonplace, or is it something I've never been in this situation
You know
before?
what?
Commonplace.
I have
though.
seen. I have seen. One of my brethren took one girl for granted, and now she's with someone else. And my man was looking after
Cut
her
up.
to the madness.
He's cut up about it.
That sounds like a year-round
I-
future, boy.
I don't think he's admitted that he's cut up about it.
But you can
But-
see it.
I can see it. And this will get this girl. Everybody in the ends wanted this girl. He had her. Everybody in this ends wanted the girl. When I tell you everybody, not obviously us, not all these brethren, but everyone around, all the road, man, everyone. He messed up, lost her, and never got her back. Now she's married, kids, much she looked after, car, like the guy that took her, he ain't looked back. He kept that.
He kept her unlocked.
I think every man's knows somebody that's gone through that, or he potentially 90% of the mans have gone through that.
But okay, do men admit it? Because this, for me, I think it's a big deal that
can
Diddy
admit
was
it.
like.
I think enough men admit it.
Oh, let me hear Mr. Wolf. Man can admit it. Go on.
Standard. I've let good women go because I feel that I wasn't ready. Standard. No
We've had
long
this
term.
discussion.
You get me? I feel, if I don't know, man. Everything's about timing, but I'd say maybe at least two. There are two really good women that I let go that could have been, but obviously it wasn't meant to be, and now they're with other men.
And a lot of
And they
things that
wanted, man.
A lot of things that men tend to do is this thing where they say, look, some men are, sorry, let me say some men, yeah, they'll do this one where they've got the girl and they'll keep her to one side and be like, I ain't ready yet. So I'm going to do what I'm doing, but I'm going to keep her there. So I'm going to cheat. I'm going to do all of this. I'm going to do all of that. But she's always going to be there and she's always going to be there. And that one day, when she says that she's gone,
And she's had enough.
Oh, you can't,
when
can't
I-
do-
oh,
you can't
oh,
do
you
R. Kelly,
can't do it no
Can't
more,
do R.
innit?
Kelly,
Can't even do R. Kelly no more. But once,
Well, okay,
I was
now.
gonna-
It's so poignant,
I
though.
was going to say, when a woman's fed up.
yeah,
Yeah,
nothing,
There's
you,
nothing
can
you can do about it.
So when she said that she's gone,
It's like running out of love.
when she said that she's gone, this man here is now mash up and broke up. It happens. If it happened with our own brother.
Yeah, no, you know what? It's real. I think I nearly lost maybe my girl close. Nearly. Yeah, man, didn't let that happen though.
And it can happen.
and this
No,
is
we went on a long break. We
No,
went on a long
it can
break.
happen.
And it was a thing where, but I was on a thing where I don't want to get back with you. I'm not on, I'm living my life right now. I had my own place. I was doing my thing. But she kept like turning up to my yacht, like, no, let's work the fam. I was like, all right, cool.
and this kind of
Do you get
goes
what I'm
back to what you were saying.
So imagine if I just turfed her. And this was before I had my daughter. So just before we had our daughter, we broke up and I was gone. Weren't on it. I was like, nah. But then we got back together. So imagine, you get what I'm saying? It would have been different. Someone else would have been there right now. So
Yeah.
close, but
No.
it kind of you mentioned earlier about men not being mature
Yeah.
at a certain age.
I
innit?
think that's what it is.
I don't know if there is a science behind it because Simple Simon's the science man here. You know that women tend to mature, young girls tend to mature a lot quicker than men
always.
or boys. Men or boys do catch up,
It's not
You know,
science,
later.
bro. It's not science. It's what
It's
they've
facts.
been. It's what they've been taught.
or how they've been brought
So
up.
boys have been taught to go out and have fun, do what you want, enjoy your life, play football, have games,
Yeah,
fight,
yeah,
play
yeah.
fight. Women have been taught from early to get married, go be a good wife, go work in the kitchen, go do. They've been given instructions that
Instructions.
are more structured for everyday day-to-day
Because
life.
they feel like that's respectable for a woman.
Whereas boys have been said go and play around. So boys do that for how long? Before, then they tell you go make money. So it's play around, go make money.
Yeah.
That's it. So it's kind of been ingrained to a woman to be respectable and be sensible from the beginning of time. So that's why it's not science. It's just how we've been.
Do you think that's changing now? Because I understand that. I think maybe if I had had my daughter 20 years ago, obviously I would have been a different man. But maybe I would have followed those lines. But as I'm growing up now, I'm encouraging my daughter, go play. That's the same extent. The only thing that I'll have a difference is, and this is where me and my brother disagree. I'm gonna treat my son, if I have a son, and my daughter pretty much the same. The only difference I'm gonna have is, whereas the boy, I will have similar views to you, Smokes. Whereas as long as you're respectful and honest, and safe, do certain things. And with the girl, I will say, do certain things, but not with multiples. You need to find somebody that you're happy with, and then do your thing. Don't need to tell me, don't need to show me, but do your thing and be safe and whatnot. But just not. You can't be the bike. I'm sorry. You can't be the back.
You can't be the back of the
that's the
neighborhood,
difference.
man.
Enjoy yourself, play, rave, fight, all that stuff that I would allow the boy to do, or I encourage the boy to do. I want her to do, because I want you to be a strong woman. I don't want you to be one of these timid women that is just all you know is the kitchen.
Do you know what is though?
Just don't be in anyone's WhatsApp group and doing a wild.
But do you know what's mad? I just feel like this is just a natural thing that just happens. Whether we teach it to them or not, I feel like women just have something in them where that's just, it's just
I agree
built.
with you.
They're built normal, like, and men are just
They're built normal, you know? And men are built mad,
yeah, like, no, real talk. Like, we're just built a certain way. Men are built a certain way.
Yeah,
women are built a certain way. And we just have different thinking patterns. And we always think different for the whole of our life. Like, I have arguments with my girl right now. Like, I don't even, to be fair, I don't have arguments. She tried to argue with me. Now I'm on a thing where, don't chat to me. I'm shutting it down.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you're arguing, man, because, like, can you move the ketchup? Why didn't you move the ketchup? You saw it there. Now it's still sitting there. Now both of us didn't move it. You get me? I'm petty. I'm hella petty. My arguments.
I said move the ketchup. You saw the ketchup.
No, but hold on. She's like, why is the ketchup? No, because she would be like, why is the ketchup there?
That sounds like a Wiley song.
No, but it's true.
Man with the ketchup, man.
For me, certain arguments now you don't even need to bring to me. If it's not a serious argument, I'm not responding to you. We don't need to talk.
I get that, man. Sometimes it's just a waste of my time. Unnecessary.
I can't waste the time no more.
Go on, you two can start talking.
I'm not guy. I don't want to be involved with that, man. But I will go into things that annoy me. But I think that it's definitely a case where, man, there's bare man. I think the suicide rate for men, a lot of it's to do with women. You know, the women that they lost.
Oh, well,
I think 80% of suicide.
Whoa. Are you blaming men's suicide on women?
No, I'm blaming men for doing foolishness, letting the woman go, and then deciding they can't deal with it, and then they kill themselves.
I think everything's down to women. I think man them go to jail because of women.
Yep.
I think man them tried to make money because of women.
Yep.
Man them want to pop bottles in clubs because of women. Everything that we do
is to get girls.
Is money and women. They're the two things.
Even the money is for the women.
Yeah.
Because if broke men were getting more money, getting more girls than rich men,
the whole thing would change. Let me tell you what. I used to work at Mustard Bar. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in Mustard Bar, and I remember there was one rave one night. And I was with my brethren Ada, and there was the security only letting girls. So for like a little while, the whole dance was just girls. There was not one other guy in there except for the security and the bartenders. But the whole dance was girls. And then a little while, a couple hours later, it was like 50-50. So I went to my manager. I'm like, big man, why are you allowing all these men in there? You get me? The dance was nice. We had all the girls. He's like, bro, women don't spend money. You get all the girls in there. Now that all the men them come in and they see the girls, they're gonna go buy the bottles. Because of just, if they walked in there and there was no girls in there, man, them ain't buying no bottles.
Yeah, that's the
man, them ain't doing nothing.
It's true.
I always remember Tupac, one of my favorite rappers. He said he didn't say the word women. He used another word, but he said you make music for the women.
Of course,
make music for the women. As long as the women are there, the men will follow. You don't need to do that for the men. The men just follow the women.
Everything, and it don't make sense why man them will fight to go to jail for a woman when you never can see a woman again in jail. But it's mad. But you get what I'm saying? No, it's mad though. Like, man, they will beef other man or lick down another man because of maybe their situation, their baby mum. And I know sometimes you can get in a situation, you heated up the moment, it gets mad. But I can't lie. One situation I don't want to be in is jail.
Yep.
Because
I'm not built for jail.
You tell me,
I'm not going to jail.
Even if I'm built or not, just telling me that I'm not going to get girls again, then I can't go to jail. I can't. That's the one thing that will keep me out of jail. Is girls.
I don't think that men are emotionally trained to deal with those types of breakups there. Where they actually think that their woman's going to be there for the rest of their life and then suddenly bang, they're gone. I don't think they're emotionally trained to deal with that.
And I think there's no one that's trained them.
I think men that are in touch with their emotions, like myself. Men
Like
that
me as well.
men that get called. Well, I get called bitch.
No, you get called
The clitoris.
You get called the
Nah,
clitoris.
nah,
bruv.
nah. Man, no girl calling man bitch.
No.
Nah, I hear that.
Not
though.
girls, not girls. These bastards. Yeah.
Oh, these ones.
Yeah. These black
They
bastards.
call, I never called you a bitch.
You call it the clitoris.
Do you know what it is? Because man, I'm man in it. So when you don't want to give your heart. Do you know what I'm saying?
But when
don't
you
wanna-
give your heart,
but when
it's
you
mad.
give your heart, you're like, all right, cool. You're the one I'm going to give my heart to.
And you
So
break
when they
this.
break it, that's
It-
like,
it's ruined for every woman.
"Raw, don't make me kill you in this place.
And it's ruined for
Know
every
what I'm
woman
saying?
after that, you know?
That's true.
Because men will just switch off. I'm not doing that again. Women will continually go and get their heart broken and deal with it.
Yeah.
Learn how to mend,
Men
learn how
nah.
to deal with it.
Nah. Woman
Men-
gets heartbroken and a little chip comes off.
Yeah, a little chip. But
Yeah.
men, lock off. What? You did, this one woman that I love did this to me, every woman's going to get it
Everyone,
now.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
what I'm
falling in
saying.
love again.
I remember there was one woman that, like, but she went. I don't think she broke my heart proper, but I was hurt because like she broke out with me for no reason. Like we're together. I saw helicopters in Wood Green flying over. I'm like, yo, let me see what going. What's happening at Tops? She was like, yo, you're too hype. We can't be together.
Wow.
And I'm like, raw. And I'm messaging her days, you know, no reply.
Did she go ghost on you, bro?
That's
went-
true.
no, she
when
went-
my girl
she
broke
was
up with me,
there.
I was hurt.
She told him to his face, bro.
She had another.
Yeah,
man.
no, she probably did have another man, but she would just disappear. I'm like, nah, this don't make no sense. Even up today, I'm still confused. Like,
I feel like, yeah, men deal with breakup worse than girls still.
Blatantly worse.
Blatantly.
You know what? Sorry, go on.
No, I was gonna say we live less time. Women live longer, innit? So they need more of these skills. Us man are out here hard and fast and we're dead, bruv.
yeah, it's true.
Like statistically, women live longer.
Yeah, they do.
It's just mad.
I think this is after this conversation is put into my brain. If I ever do have a son, to have this kind of conversation with him, because I don't necessarily fall into this. You know what happened with me? I think I had my heart broken early, and I got over it after sitting at home crying over a few months, and that was that. And then
know
I got
what?
over it, and then it's cool. I'm cool now.
You know what? And a lot of men need to start doing that. Even though they don't want to admit it, just go. If you get your heart broken, put on some slow jams and cry it out.
Exactly.
I promise you'll be good the next day. 2 days later.
Brother, you said a day, brother. I'm talking a few weeks, man.
I know. You see me.
It was on summer holiday when I was in college. It took me the whole summer holiday.
You have to listen.
Personally, I don't
you
feel
have
like
to
I
let.
can ball, fam.
If you let the emotion out, I promise you get over it quick. And me, I'm a man. I think I've done it. Like when I broke up with my girl now, she's probably the only girl. Like man was hurt. But when I was at YMCA, I went cash converters. I bought a system, TV, everything. Man was like in there by myself one day. I had girls, but that one day I was by myself. And you know when have you ever had that feeling when you're sleeping but you're napping, but there's like music in the background?
Yeah.
So you're not fully awake, but you're awake, but you can hear that music and it just reminds you of something. And then you have to wake up like, no, this is too much, you know? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, and it gets mad. Anytime. Like, you hear them slow jams, you're like, no, lock this.
Brian McKnight one there.
No, it's true. No, I'm not gonna lie, man. No, it's true.
There was an Adele, innit? Hello, it's me.
There was it. Because I'm going through turmoil now, fam. And I'm
Talk about it.
And
Talk to the
I
others,
made
man.
a tune.
Oh, you're
You made a whole song.
I made a tune.
Song's good still.
Did you cry?
No.
Bro, if you're not crying on the mic, man.
No. I just, because you know what it is? My girl is so stubborn. Like, I can't, the energy she has when we're going through these things is mad. I can't talk to you. I can't even be in the same room as you. So to even let you know how I feel is a myth. You're not going to hear what I'm saying.
Okay.
I don't want to talk to you. So I said, like, let me just make a tune. You get me?
And send it to her.
Because when I write things on social, I might write certain subliminals on social media. I don't, really I should talk to her, but I can't.
And you should talk into the mic as well.
Killed him.
Go on. You write the subliminals.
Fam, man's going through my feelings here.
Get me, man. Yeah, we want to hear your feelings. That's the point.
No, go on.
The people want to hear what you're saying.
Take up the shutters. No, you know what I'm saying? I can't talk to her like, you know what I'm saying? Like, babe, this is how I can't do that with her. I don't feel like I can anyway.
Her personally or women in general? Another woman might be different.
Her.
She's just not going to have that.
And when she's cold.
All right,
It's
okay.
freezing. You get me?
I
So
said freeze.
when I
I've had
put
one like
certain
that
things on
before.
social media, like not social media, but on my WhatsApp, I might be like, you know, when you feel like someone's got your back and they ain't got your back. Like, so,
Them drink lyrics there. Bruv. Man is on his drizzy. Okay, yeah. Okay,
things like that. But
They can do better.
But she'll respond though. Do you know what I'm saying? When you get me, but you don't clock it for all it is. But when I put these things, you respond. So I made a tune now. The tune's a clanger.
Is it on your phone?
Yeah.
You don't want to share it with the man, then, do you?
But I can share it with you. That's mine now.
Let's play the thing, man. I'm talking about now. Or on the pod.
Bro.
Play.
It's up to you. It's up to you. Bro. Don't let me pressure you, man.
No, bro, I'm good, fam.
That was
It
an
is
evil
what
man,
it is, fam. You get me?
Bro, if you,
Hey, listen, we're transparent.
World
We're not
exclusive,
open,
man.
bro.
I'll
like,
take the
you
word
get me? Man
exclusive.
can't- Fam, we all go through things. Man can't judge me, you know.
World premiere.
Yeah, man, are open.
But this is gonna be the last thing then before we fade out, man. This is gonna be a beautiful thing.
Swear down.
Yeah, man, if it's there, man, we'll
Is it
play the
all on
thing.
me, fam?
No. Listen, Rome. I know I'll put you on the spot. If you're not comfortable playing the thing, don't play the thing. Don't worry about it.
Bro, man, me.
Yeah, I'm just checking.
alright,
I'm just
man.
Don't know me, innit?
Yeah, they will get to know you still.
man
No,
got-
I'm open.
Man will just put the disclaimer in front of you. That's all he's doing. That's
Yeah, because I don't want people messaging me
So,
saying,
play it.
"Yeah, plug the thing in, man."
Plug it in, brother.
We'll hear it properly.
man got the full production as well. Yeah.
No, this is the rough copy. It ain't even
Okay.
mix.
Okay.
Oh, you need
not
to take
in
your
there.
case off, man.
Take the case out.
The off. Cool.
I'm young with the case, you know.
Top the nice, man. This is my
actually
brethren. Shout out C Della. This is not me. This is my brethren C Della.
Gaza.
When you love so much, the hurt boil when it burns so much. She got me sipping on the wax for the dance. Got me wondering if there's any hope or is it done. Hey, then we're being left on the ones. I still remember when you promised me for a son. There's always two sides to every story. I word to my bands cruising through the 4th Street. In and out of fools, you're too stubborn to talk. I ain't even make my bed to lay. Feeling kinda low, in my dome. I'm feeling some type of way. So are you telling me you riding for me? The time is peak, you got no show.
Let me tell you. Hey. Wait. Because it's over me rough, you might not even heard the lyrics. So basically, what I'm saying is like,
Speak on it, bruv.
do I really get in? So basically, it's like when I was
Don't
up.
cry, man. Don't cry.
Listen, when I was up, it's like when I was up, you get me, everything
It
was
was
good,
cool,
you get
innit?
me. So man, quit my job and all of these things, money's low but you get me, you know when a man need like a
Yes.
I don't want
Yeah,
no
the support.
you get me, like, obviously I don't ask no girl for no P, like don't be silly, like
But you
just
want
to
that
say,
support, innit?
right, just to say you can
I'm
do it,
here.
or I'm here, and that's all
yeah.
you get me. So the tune's called No Show, innit? So when the time gets peak, you're a no show.
Yes.
That's the tune. That's what the tune's called, innit? You get me?
Yeah, nah.
Let me just say something from now though.
that's
Next time,
serious.
don't play them type of thing again because I don't want my woman telling me why I ain't making no song for her because that ain't happening.
It's true.
See, bro, what naked song? You call yourself big one. Where's your tune? No, I ain't making no tune.
It's true,
for her,
yeah,
bro.
No, it was random. I was like, to our bedroom, oh my god, it's man off, you know. He's like, bro, man's in the studio now, you know. You might as well just speak on it. I said, I'm coming to speak on this.
No, I like the song.
You need them bedrooms in your life, man.
Yeah, you do.
Come
Yeah,
true,
he's
man.
like, speak on it, man. Like whatever it is, it's probably gonna be a banger. You get me? So I was like,
Nah,
he
it's a
made the
good
beat.
song.
He made the beat there and then, like you get me. He's like, I'm gonna make the beat. I waited like probably like half an hour, 45 minutes for him to make
I'm
it.
after this
That's
come
good,
back
bro.
to you, you know.
That's that creation.
I remember that the love rush you made, it was sweet. And I loved it.
Okay.
That was proper things, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it was a good song. That's the thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Man came out and made a good song.
So, but then it makes me question, like, do I even try and fucks with you? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Because man's on not low now, but when I was on my low,
I hear you.
you're not really.
Do you want? How long you been with this?
This is the
3 years.
relationship
3
expert
years.
right here.
3 years.
Self-proclaimed.
But she's a very good girl, fam. Very good.
So then there's a reason maybe then why she's behaving the way she's behaving now.
Like tell her, like she's very strong-minded, so
Basically,
she's driven.
She's very strong-minded. She's very driven, innit? Like, very on her career. So,
Basically, she's
if you're not in the race with her,
yeah, you're
she's
left
still
behind.
going. If you're not
She
there,
the eldest.
it's like,
She
you know
the
what I'm
eldest.
saying? She's very rushy. I need this now.
Is she the eldest child?
No, she's middle. I need this now. Where I'm more patient.
Okay.
I know my worth. I know what I'm good at. my thing's gonna come. You get me? But she says, "No, I need this now."
Some girls are in love with the ambition, you know.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're not in love with actually you. They're in love with you in 5 years' time. Or you in 10 years' time. And if they don't see you going to the trajectory that they think that you should go, or you're not taking the steps.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, he said trajectory.
Yeah? What's wrong with that?
It's supposed to be trajectory.
Whatever you want it is. Yeah? if they don't see you taking that step that they think that you should take,
Yeah.
then they're like, well, you're not going the way I think you should be going. Or you're not as good as I think you should be. That's a big thing for some women, you know. If
She's a Scorpio as well.
I'm a Scorpio boy. If it gets to a point where you're not moving the way that they think you should be moving, sometimes and Scorpios are meant to be cold as well. They can distance you and be like, you're not on my path.
Well, he said it himself. She's on this path, and if basically us lot are linked at the foot, where we're running down this path, and she's cool, and the links come off. The train I've dropped on the floor, and you're not gonna stop, and she's just continuing.
It's mad though.
This is the path I'm on.
She'll be like, since you've come around, you've made me more patient. You made me. Do you know what I'm saying? But still, you're on this rush.
She's waiting for you to show her something that's allowing her to be at ease. So I don't know if maybe you quit your job now, but she wants to see what. Okay, you quit your job. What are you doing? What are you showing me now that's going to make me know that what you're doing now is going to get to the place where you're supposed to be? And they need to see that. As soon as they see that, then they'll lay off you. But they're going to keep pushing you to see that. And then that's how it works.
Me, if you hadn't told me 3 years, because 3 years is over time, and if you've been with that, you've gone through some highs and lows, you've gone through some struggles.
Anniversary is what? On the 24th.
Man knows the anniversary.
If you had told me 3 months or 6 months, I would have told you to leave straight away.
Yeah. I would have told myself that.
But you've been through. Well, so you've answered your own question then. What you've understood is that as much as this one issue is an issue, and I don't like this part about her, there are many different facets and parts of a person. And like you said yourself, she's a good woman. So she has, in essence,
there's more pros than cons, but the cons are very strong though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
It's strong.
But as long as you're strong enough to deal with those cons, and she's strong enough to deal with yours,
it's mad.
Then so be it. That's life, innit? Because sometimes people keep looking on the grass on the other side of that fence, and then when they get there and they realize there's ants in that
and weeds.
You get me? And what was on your side? Yeah, you had a patch there that wasn't that good, but it was better than what was on the other side. So
if you just get rid of the patch and don't even jump on the other grass, just chill in your own patch.
That's it,
without
man.
anyone.
It's like
I feel like you gotta do that sometimes. Run all of them and focus on yourself. No, we gotta focus on ourselves sometimes. Yeah. I feel like we have women on our life, and you know what? When you have a good woman behind you, your business can be stronger, and they help you grow. They're your backbone. Sometimes when you're by yourself, you're a bit better by yourself. You can focus a bit more. You can focus a bit more. She said to me
the other day, so like, when we go through arguments, we don't talk. You're on your mad grind.
Do you get what I'm saying?
But when we're together and everything's good, it's like you're too laid back.
And that's how we get sometimes.
So it's mad.
Back.
That's complacency.
It's not complacency though.
That's exactly what it is.
It kind of is. No, because you're happy now.
No, I still do my thing. But she says like when we're not together, it's like
do you want me to
you're
tell you
on
what
150.
Yeah, do you know what it is?
Do you want me
it's mad.
She definitely wants ambition.
It's like you're trying to prove something to me. It's like I'm naturally like this.
Let me tell you what it is. I go through this all the time. Even recently, even now, boom, chilling in the yard, or I'm doing on my thing. Then the missus is like, oh, you're always out. You're doing this, you're doing that, blah, blah, blah. Then I'm like, cool. I don't say nothing. I'll just stay in the yard. Like the other day, she was like, I was in the yard every day. I was on holiday. She's like, oh, when you go out, do something rare. Then obviously, boom, going to do the pod, going out with terror, go into this, go into that, rare. Now it's like, you're not here. I'm like,
I told you.
And that is
whatever thing that you like that doesn't involve them, they don't like.
So now she's not even like, we're not even talking. Well, she was yesterday. She was like, but I'm like, even when I just left the yard just now, I just bust out. You can't ask me like, what was it? Couple of days ago, my phone, like she must have said, oh, boom, she was upset about something. But I'm like, yo, man's out here grinding now. If you're complaining about what's happening now, then watch when things start speeding up and it gets mad. It's gonna get mad. You get what I'm saying? Don't complain now. So I just ignore it. This is where I get to the ignoring point. So then even like I woke up. No, I was supposed to start work 2 days ago, like 7 o'clock. But work phoned me early because I know I do earlies, innit? I've just come back from holiday, so they didn't change my shifts. So they phoned me like 4 a.m. Boom. She's like, oh, you heard your phone ringing like that? I just got up, jumped in the shower, bust out, didn't say nothing. This morning, boom. She went to her cousin's birthday, come in 4, whatever. I had work at like 5. got up. She's like, are you not talking to me? So I ignored her. She's like, I know you're awake, innit? I said, no, we're not talking. Because, like, I can't chat to you right now. Because it's either, if I start talking to you, that means man can't be on my grind, you get me? Like, now, she probably don't even know where I am right now. Because I just kicked out the yard. She don't know. She could be thinking I'm linking a gal. Where's he going on a Sunday? Jumps in the shower.
47.
I couldn't go home and eat.
No, but you see what I done, bro?
I'm too scared to do that,
I finished work, yeah, and then I took her food. Even though I'm not talking to her, I phoned her, have you eaten? She's like, oh, where was I supposed to eat? I'm like, bro, I ain't been in the house all day. You could have cooked something, innit? I don't know. Obviously, but...
You have to ask the question, though, innit? It's a valid question.
Do you know what I'm saying? But I kind of knew she wouldn't cook because the kids was at my mum's. So I just picked up the kids from my mum's to bring them home. Normally when the kids ain't home, she ain't going to really cook on a Sunday.
Yeah.
So boom, I went Brown Eagle and I already bought the food. So I'm halfway and then I'm like, yo, have you eaten? She's like, no, boom, boom, boom. So I hung up the phone. I said, cool. Come in, gave her the food, got ready, bust out. So now she's confused, innit? I know she's confused right now. She wants to say something to me, but she can't. I'll probably go on my Instagram right now. I've obviously recorded. She's probably looking to see.
This man is proper petty. He is petty for real. Like,
I'm petty, you know.
No, but those are the details, though. Those are the details that make the difference.
Come on.
Yeah.
As long as she can see that you're giving her crumbs so she can see that you're not doing badness, but you just don't want to have that discussion.
No, he's still considering it because he's still got other food.
Yeah, but you have to
consider.
consider. You know what?
So that's why you posted the video on Insta.
No, but I will post it anyway. Obviously, I'm trying to promote you know thing, and you get what I'm saying, support and all of that. But at the same time, I understand gal mentality. Now, if I was really petty, I wouldn't post nothing. Now, right now, it would be blank, and she would be going out of my phone pool would have been blowing up.
That's a proper black thing, you know. No matter how vexed you are at somebody, you always give them food same way.
Yeah,
I hate you. You should die. Are you hungry though?
It's true.
I'm bringing some food still.
You have to feed the missus, fam.
All right. Okay. That's our time up. Oh, sorry.
See, I told you. No, I'm just saying. I told you, look, top of the list.
She's there. She's there, mate.
Does Insta let you know who's looking at your team?
I don't know. I don't know how Instagram works.
Insta, come on.
I don't know.
Yeah, you know who's looking at your team.
I need to find out.
I already know this.
Okay. All right. So this all right. Okay. I'm learning. All right. So we are gonna do our church notes and our socials. We leave the guest to last. So Big Wile, what you got to say to the people?
At Big Wile on Insta. At Big Wile on Twitter. Latest people.
Right.
Simple. At Simple Simon FB on Twitter. No Instagram. I'm fresh, bro.
Well, you're finished, man.
You need to get Instagram. Because Instagram is the number one social media network other than Facebook. Facebook number one, and then it's YouTube, Facebook, Instagram.
Yeah.
Like way better than Twitter. Twitter's like 7 or something.
We don't know how to deal with for too old Instagram, but
you're never too old, man.
Oh my god.
But anyway, sorry.
He's right though. There's some 70-year-old man on
for where the podcast is going.
Yeah, for where your
the podcast is going. You need the
you need it.
Still.
And I'll be real.
We got Instagram.
Yeah, we just don't.
We're just old people that don't know. We're the ones that will take selfie. You know, they will use the iPad. You know, uncles use iPad. That's the type of.
My mum was doing that today.
Hey, listen, use it because it has everything. It's got the captions, it's got the videos, the pictures, the stories. It's got.
But you can't put links on it though.
You can.
But you have to put in your what's it called? In your bio.
Story.
In your story, you can put a link to something.
In your story, you could do swipe up, but you have to have 10K followers. Now the rest of it.
Bro, I thought you said you don't use socials. Now look at you. You're telling me about 10K and swipe up.
Yeah, but I don't use it. But I know about all of it. You have to know all of this. And obviously, I'm not gonna lie. I like this. This conversation's been great, so I can see this going far. So you don't need to utilize all the socials, bro.
Thank you. 8 years later, we're gonna go far. You get
listen. Most of the people in the world or the artists, they get there at 10 years, bro.
Yeah,
true.
It takes 10 years to be an overnight success.
Exactly. 10 years or 10,000 hours, isn't it? Go put in the work, bro.
I've done enough.
You lot still here, so you get me. You're doing something, right?
That's very true.
Thank you, Mr. Wolf.
I like that talk. Trust me. You can catch me on Instagram on AKA Mr. Wolf, on Twitter on AKA _Mr. Wolf. Glad that I made it today, man. It's all good.
What am I gonna do? I am, man, forgot that
You're
I
not
actually
prepared?
have to say something. I'm not
Not prepared?
Okay. I am Stavros Boss. You can catch me at Stavros Boss everywhere. Stavros Says this week, and the Stavros Says section for those of you that are just joined us because you're fans of DMD and you said, let me listen to the other podcast they're on. It's the little section where I recommend something similar to your what's the music thing that you call it again?
Bang of the week.
Yeah,
Bang
similar
of
to
the
that.
week.
But we recommend books and songs and whatever.
Sick.
In this case now, anyone that's got ISA for your child or for yourself, the tax year is coming up to an end where you can put in as much. Now, to be honest, the cap is, I think, 20k or something for certain ISAs. So if you haven't put up to £20,000 in your ISA, if you have one, then now's the time to put it in so you can collect your interest before it rolls over into next year. Now, I don't have £20,000 per year, but just in case you do, if you're one of those listeners, now's the time if you have forgotten.
That to save.
Not to save, no.
You gotta be careful though.
Go ahead.
Because some of them ISAs, the money is on the whole year. It's not on. So like, if you put it on the day before, you only get a day's worth of interest on that money. So you don't get the whole year's worth of interest.
Okay.
So you gotta be careful.
You study your things in everything you're getting involved with. Make sure you study so you know it.
Due diligence, baby.
Yeah, we're gonna get a couple of podcasters that do the finance stuff. There's a couple of them, I've forgotten the names of them. Sorry, but I've reached out to both of them, and they both seem cool to come on, and we might get them both on at the same point. No, one of them is making sense, and that's gonna vex me now because I've forgotten the other one. I don't want to leave them out, but they seem cool to come on. So at some point we're going to have this finance podcast where we talk proper finance and what we should be doing with our stuff.
Sick.
So and also actually there is, if your child was born between 2002 and 2008, is one of your child being?
Yeah, my son's born 2007.
All right, there was a government scheme where they opened up a trust fund for your child. If your child, yeah. So for some people, if your child was born in 2002, it's just about to reach maturity because your son or daughter has reached around 18 now, and you're gonna have to move that money and put it somewhere. If you just take it out, they can lose the tax benefits that you got from that. So you might want to put it into an ISA or do something with it. But do your research. If your child was born between 2002 2008, they got a trust fund. The government set it up. They would have put £100 or something in it. I think if they're still young enough and you can afford it, put some money in that. Because they give, it's free money in it. They're giving you interest free. They're putting money.
We just recently moved ours around because of this Brexit thing. The account that he did have, it's an up and down thing. So if something goes wrong, it can fuck up. But then moving it into somewhere where it can go up, but if it goes down, it will just stay at where it was. So
this man is
smart.
This man is looking after his child's interest.
You have to.
All right. So anyway, so that's my Stavros says this week. Big Rome. Talk to the people. Tell us about yourself. Tell us your socials and where
sorry, like you work for Fed. Again.
Let's tell us your socials and whatnot.
Yeah, at North London Power on the Instagram, at NL Power PT on the Twitter, at NL Power PT on the Facebook. No, I'm joking. That's it.
Do you do that sweet talk on your Instagram as well?
Hey. No. I'm not even posting.
Man licked his lips like LL Cool J when he said that.
Anyway, if you want to get fit and you know the summer's coming and that's when people like to lie to themselves and pretend they're going to get fit, reach out to Big Ron and he'll get you sorted in it. Yes, it'll get you sorted.
No, for real, man he's got that proper shape and he can sort you out properly. And like you said, it may not be cheap, but you're getting what you pay for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You get
Quality.
And then the question is, how much is your health worth?
Exactly.
Health is wealth.
Diet plans, I'm assuming, come alongside it. Yeah.
Come on, bro. I'm not gonna leave you like that, man.
He's a professional out here.
Exactly.
All right, Smokes, talk to the people, man.
All right, my socials is Smokes_official. Everything. Like one name, but all my socials. If you want to hit us up through the DMD, then you can hit up the website dmdlive.co.uk and you can see everything about DMD through there.
Never forget hashtag DMD podcast.
Hashtag DMD podcast.
Come on.
Everywhere as well. Twitter, Insta.
Man, again, you know?
Nah, I'm done now. Don't do that at the end, bro.
All these social links will be. What do they call it again? On the notes, innit?
Yeah.
Wherever it's called, anyway, they'll all be there. So what's it called? You're the podcaster, man. You tell me what's it called again?
Footnotes and description.
Oh, no, I don't say all
the
of
description.
That. I don't know.
All their socials will be on the description. Yeah. So thank you guys for coming on. You've been wonderful guests.
This was good.
I think this is like the big man talk conversation podcast episode. You get me?
Well, this was a good talk. I appreciate that. Like, we're gonna do this again. I'm gonna try line you up on a date when it's free. Because right now our booking is mad right now.
And that's a blessing, man.
Don't move like that, fam. Move humble, fam. Don't do that, fam.
No, but man's humble.
Man's gonna book you like ASAP.
Alright, so you moving around?
All right. You can catch us collectively at ESN Podcast. Remember to use the hashtag ESN Pod. Once again, that is ESN Pod. Join in the conversation. Talk to the mans. Them. Let us know what you feel about the conversations about the men and the relationships and how you speak to your elders. Are you one of them idiots that think you can call big people by their first name? And what Mama Maya did was out of whack. Let us know because I'm actually interested in that one. I'm very interested in because there were bare people that said I wouldn't even talk to her after she said what she said.
One day, man.
You get me? So yeah, we're done. Episode 116 of season 2 is done. Thank you very much.
And if you ain't saying nothing, say it well.
Slag for life.
Who's Uncle Ray? Is that
Uncle Ray?
Oh, shout out Hazel as well.
Yeah, Hazel. Yeah.
I just spoke to her, so she, that's line for you. Yeah.
Coming down.
No, not now.
At some point.
That's wicked. That's wicked. Cool. Bruv, that was a good conversation.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, man. When I was asking about the DMD thing, I didn't think you was even gonna go that deep. I just wanted like a.
Obviously, you don't listen. You don't know. I've told you like everything.
that's the Uncle Ray I'm talking about.
Have you spoke about it on your one? No. The DMD situation. Have you spoken?
That was even
Okay.
but it's not.